pop them bottles down. We're gonna pop those 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 bottles down. We're gonna pop those. Guys, I want everyone to sing. We're gonna pop those bottles down. We're gonna pop those bottles down. We're gonna pop those bottles down. We're gonna pop those bottles. Liverpool fans, I want you to sing, especially Liverpool fans, because this is gonna be a long stream. I am going to go hard. We're gonna pop those bottles down. We're gonna pop those bottles down. This is getting finished tonight. We're gonna pop those bottles down. 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 Let's be warning before I run the intro. This is probably going to be one of my most disrespectful, my most arrogant live streams ever. So this is a word of warning. Because guys, we're going for the marathon. This is going to be an open hangout. It's going to be an open hangout because we're going to drink, we're going to celebrate, and we're going to talk. Because the haters, this stream is for the haters. This stream is for the haters. This stream is for anybody who doubted the kid. This stream is for anybody who doubted the kid. We're going to go live. We're going to go live. This stream could go down in history. So I'm just revving you up right now. That's why I had to have the intro. We're going to pop those bottles down. 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 Because I know everyone in Liverpool, you're going to be singing. We're going to pop those bottles down. 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 Haters, pop those bottles down. Pop those bottles down. Red Devil, pop those bottles down. We're gonna pop those bottles down. Mati Rosario, pop those bottles down. We're gonna pop those bottles down. Nix, pop those bottles down. We're gonna pop those bottles down.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
I take a lot of hate. I take so much hate, but I always say, HH, the truth sayer must take the heat. He must take the arrows. The truth sayer must take the arrows. The guy who leads people to the promised land, they will hate him, they will doubt him, but keep that path holding to. Guys, we're going to make this an open hangout. So I'm going to pop open the link, but this is going to be 30 minutes of full-on analysis. Full-on 30 minutes of analysis because, guys, I'm coming for the haters. I'm coming for everybody who doubted. I'm coming for the people who said Chelsea would get lubricated. They'd get sacrificed. They'd get embarrassed. They'd get pin slapped. They'd get destroyed. They'd get embarrassed. I'm coming for all of you guys. Because this, guys, you need to give this to me. You need to give this. I warned you. I warned you. I said, please, for your sakes, let City win. Let City get the dub. Let City get that W. Or let it be a draw. Don't you dare let Chelsea win. Don't you dare let Chelsea win. Let's take a drink. Let's take a drink. This first one goes to the haters. I'm going to do one for Liverpool. Don't worry. I'm going to do one for Liverpool. Guys, I told you, we're going to finish this drink today. We're going to do one for Liverpool. But this first one is for the haters. So we're going to take, and guys, I need everyone to take a shot. Go out right now. Press pause. Press pause right now. Get your lazy behind to your nearest shop. Get yourself an alcoholic drink. I don't care whether you don't drink. You drink tonight. If you've been sober and you've gone to AA like Alcoholics Anonymous, you break it tonight. Oh, I'm on the fifth step. You break it tonight. If you've never drunk because of personal reasons, you break that tonight. Tonight, everyone on this stream drinks. I drink, you drink. I take a shot, you take a shot. Okay, that's how because this stream is called haters. This stream is called haters. And in a stream called haters, I drink, you drink. This is for the haters. Coming into this game, City were meant to win. Nobody gave Chelsea a chance. Nobody gave Chelsea a chance. I don't want to. Nobody gave Chelsea a chance. And when the game started, it seemed as if City would get that win. Now, we saw the lineups. Because I'll take your super chats. We saw that, and when we saw the lineups, this was obviously a battle for the bricks. It was obviously a battle for the bricks. And I was like, you know what? It's looking sketchy. I'll be real with you. Because I was like, who's Barkley? No Kovacic? I was scared. I was worried. Do it, guys. I'll take 2 super chats. I was scared. I was worried. I was terrified. And the way that City were going, especially how Mahrez was moving the ball, City was moving the ball off the ball, Chelsea were hardly getting it up for the first 12 minutes, 15 minutes. I thought, you know what? This could be what I feared. I put out a tweet. I said, please, if Chelsea lose, let them not get pimped. I repeat myself. I put out a tweet. I said, if Chelsea are to take the L because Ross Barkley is starting and this lineup does not look good, please let them not get pimped. Please let them not get pimped. Please let them not get pimped. Boy, it was looking that way, guys. I told you, I was scared. I was hiding. I was like, you know what? This could get ugly. This could get bad. I mean, my rep is on the line because if Chelsea were to take it with no loop, I may have to hide. Which brings me to my second shot of the day. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early night, the sound we sing in the valley and singing, and the door we ring, and that tune gonna ride. You haters try to ride on me, and the valley keep hating, but Double H will keep on riding. Where the haters trying to roll on me, I'ma take you down, 'cause I'm that dude. This one is for Christian, Olusegun, Olatunde, Familola, Damide, Fulari, Olusegun, Owadia, Pulisic. You proved yourself that you're of a different ilk. You did, and in this world where we're talking about America and everything, you put the red, white, and blue proud by showing people that they may not put you chief organ, they may not even put you tier 1, but that run and that niche, you deserve that. So this shot is for the sick. I will never accept any more sick slander. Did you see the run? Did you see the balance? Did you see the moves? Did you see the dribbling? Did you see how he opened up his body? Two City guys were coming through and he said, you know what? Let me move to the left. Let me open myself up and let me ride to the bottom right-hand corner. What more does he need to do to prove himself? That's why it's called a sick. That's why it's called a sick. I only give people nicknames if they ride. You only get a nickname if you ride. You only get a nickname if you ride. That is what you call an individual. Because City, you can pass the ball, keep the ball, possession, tiki-taka, 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 tiki-taka. But no, sometimes an individual must rise like a phoenix. Rise like a phoenix and say, what's up? Rise like a phoenix and say, what's up? Rise like a phoenix and say, what's up? That's why it's called a sick. That's why it's called a sick. Because I was a sick goal. And anybody who doubts what this guy can do, you're being haters. You're being haters. But look, man, second half came through. And I'll be real with you. That free kick was from De Bruyne was superb. It was absolutely superb. It was amazing. I'll give that up. That free kick from De Bruyne was absolutely superb. It was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty. It was a thing of absolute beauty. When he scored that free kick, I was like, guys, it's over. Then Silva and Jesus came on. I was like, you know what? Because Silva and Jesus came on just after De Bruyne scored that free kick. I was like, you know what? Okay, this is back to regular programming. We had a good ride. We tried. We lived to fight another day. It's fine. I was fine with that. I was like, you know what? We did the best that we could. We showed our strength. We took the lead. But you know what? It's over. It's over, you know. But this is why this is the greatest club in the world. Actually, the reason why I ride with Chelsea is that, and not because of the fans. I don't care about those racist Chelsea fans. Screw them. This is why it's the greatest club in the world, because this club has swag. This club has swag. Because when the chips are down, 2012, no other club in history does it against the press like Chelsea Football Club. No other club in history says what's up when the entire universe are against them like Chelsea FC. So when the chips were down and people were ready to write them in, Red Devils Studio, what up, baby? Red Devils Studio, what up, baby? Martin Rosario, what up? Martin Rosario, what you in here? Martin Rosario, what up, baby? Everybody was ready to write on them. Red Devil was about to go up and down, say they're going to lose. Martin Rosario, but you know what? I say, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's ride. Then out of nowhere, Chelsea kept hustling and hustling. They should score twice. They should score. How did the Sig not get a second G? Why did Mount not score to go to Tammy? But Tammy showing why he is still better than Rashford. He pushed the issue, forced the issue. The game changed. Willian got that penalty. Thingy was sent off, and the team changed. So this is my third shot. My third shot is it's one that's surprising. This is to Francis. Francis, I mocked you. I called you a rookie. I called you a rookie. I called you a sideshow. I called you a roadman. I said, you know what? You are a novice. You're nothing but a novice. You're one of those teacher's pets. You only got this job because your father's Harry Redknapp. Okay, you're a chosen boy. You're a chosen boy. You're one of those who's you're like the great white hope. You know who are you? You're a loser. I have my words. Lampard executed his game plan to absolute perfection. Absolute perfection. This was a tactical master. This is one of France's best games, because how he was able to get his team to not only defend but also to counterattack is a thing of beauty. So this shot right here, is to Francis Olusegun Ozuko Lampard. We salute you, Lampard. That was a dub. That was a dub. The way, guys, I'll take your comments very soon. Take your comments very soon. So, see, my cancel is because actually you've got to go swag. You've got to go swag. I told you, I'm in Hawaii, baby. Hollywood, Hollywood. I wanna go as fast as I can, flying on back to the motherland. Hollywood. See, so it's that's what. See, whenever you do swag, you've got to do the hat like this. See, this is called swag. You got to do it like this, just like this. So, so you always run to the club like this. You're like, I gonna do as fast as I can, flying on back to the. So, you got smooth, two step. Like, yeah, there we go. There we go. Ooh, I wanna go as fast as I can, fly. So, guys, but this is a monumental day. It's a monumental day. How long has it been? Liverpool fans, my Liverpool fans in the chat, throw up a dub. If you're a Liverpool fan, hashtag dub. Say dub. If you're a Liverpool fan up in this live stream, say dub. If you're a Liverpool fan up in this live stream, say dub. Say dub. Liverpool, everybody, what up, baby? Liverpool, everybody, what up, baby? What up, baby? Shout out. My Liverpool fam, what up, baby? Liverpool, everybody. D. Botan, flipping Samuel, Sammy, all the crew. What up? Throw up a dub. We did this for you. I'm going to make a confession. So Liverpool fans have gotten on me. They've insulted me. They've abused me. Some of them have been racist. Some have been racist. But you know what I did last night? And this is what I'm going to share to you. I said, Bram, can I speak to the team? I said, look, team, they've been suffering. I know they're going to do it. I know they're going to win. I know they're going to win it against City, but let's also be the guys that gave this to them, like they did for Leicester City. We did this for you. You've been suffering, and I know how much you guys wanted this. So we're going to have our next shot. This is for Liverpool Football Club and their fans. They are very passionate fans who I have grown to love. I've grown to become very good friends. Yes, we've argued. Yes, we've had our differences, but we've grown as a family. And some of you guys, I am happy to call you guys my good friends. That even despite me being a complicated Chelsea fan, you guys being Liverpool fans, we've been to this journey together. El Dio, hashtag 16 Max, all these different things. What's it called? Feb 18. It's been lovely, and I've cherished you guys being part of me. And the arguments and the debates and the differences and the insults, it's all in good nature. But tonight we party. Tonight we party, man. We party tonight. We party tonight. So guys, raise a glass. Yep, everybody raise a glass. Everybody raise a glass. Hey, yo, you guys in the band, raise a glass. Raise a glass. Like, wow. This is for Liverpool Football Club, who have so wanted to win this Premier League title. They've come so close. Steven Gerrard came close, but he slipped. Pretty much, he slipped, but Williams scored that key goal, and Williams scored the goal that gave but finally, they did it. So, for you Liverpool fans out there, you annoying ones, you ones that piss me off, you ones that ride on my balls on Twitter, this is for you. Raise a glass. Raise a glass. Let's get in. But just before I open it up to the questions and I see what you guys are saying, let me just say this. The future looks bright for Chelsea Football Club. It looks bright. It looks very bright. Because as I envisioned, and which is what I predicted, I knew that Chelsea, this team has special and they're on the cusp of something amazing. So with Werner to come, and for Ziyech, and maybe Jad, I mean, maybe we could get some of that Sancho thing. Maybe we could get some of that Sancho thing. The future looks very interesting. And I'm not tempting fate. I'm not tempting fate because Bayern Munich are amazing. But what I'm saying is that come August, come August, I'm going to be front and center. I'm not saying we're going to turn around the whole thing. It's Bayern Munich. I'm not saying we're going to turn it around. All I'm saying is that Come on, Grill. I'm going before Santa. I'm going to be in front of that standing crowd. Say what up. Banik, we just want to say what up. That's it. We're not trying to say anything. We're not trying to be rude. We respect you guys. You guys are what? The Bundesliga champions. But we just want to say what up. We just want to say what up, man. We just want to say what up to you guys. So it's very true. So, guys, I think it's now time for us to say, look at what you guys are saying. So let me just read the super chats first. Let me read your super chats. I know you guys have put in some super chats. So from Dave Tapgun, Pep has lost 2 more games than Ole this season now. Look, we're gonna have to answer some questions about Pep. We're gonna have to answer some questions about Pep because Pep Guardiola, he wanted to win this game. Pep wanted to win this game. Don't get it twisted. Pep wanted to win this game. From Primera Marmot, what up, baby? Thank you for the super chat. Says Bayern 4-0, 7-0 on aggregates. Primera Marmot, this is a celebration. This is a celebration. Why would you bring such horrible thoughts? This is a celebration. Guys, let's get to 200 likes. Guys, this is a celebration. Come on, guys. If you've not liked the vid, like the vid. We are here to celebrate. Support me getting as drunk as a peanut tonight. Because, guys, I'm going to get fully drunk tonight. Please like the vid. Hit the like button. Just take a moment. Take a moment. Don't cost you a thing. Doesn't cost you a thing. Just like the vid. Like the vid. Like the vid. Hit the like button. If you haven't already, just hit that like button. Hit that like button. Support your boys. I want to get 200 likes. We're on 100 likes right now. If you've not liked the vid, like the vid. Like the vid. Like that vid. From Just Beston, I'll be the first to congratulate HH. Well played. Just Beston, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is a celebration. This is a celebration. This is a celebration. Celebration. We love everybody. So from Dave Tampkin, he says, also congrats on Liverpool winning the Premier League Zoom trophy. I'm drinking, but out of the depression. Look, I know because people are now calling it like the COVID trophy and everything. But look, guys, give Liverpool their dub. Give Liverpool their dub. They did what they had to do. They did what they had to do. And look, they're the Premier champions. It is what it is. They're the Premier champions. Fair and square. From Zoteng TV, Frankie's football is looking good at church. You must admit. Zoteng TV, I told you that's why I took a shot for Frank. I took a shot for Frank. That was a tactical masterclass. The way, because what Chelsea did is that they used the ball intelligently. They used the ball intelligently, and that is why I loved them so much. So this is the future is looking bright. The future is looking bright. Guys, that's why I like 140 like this. Let's get to 200 likes. Let's get to 200 likes. Guys, like the vid, like the vid, like the video. Boy, HH is gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy, guys. I'm gonna go so crazy. I'm gonna go so crazy, crazy, crazy. Your boy, yes, it's a thing, but says HH, you said City are favorites for the CL. How? You know what? Based on what I saw, Real Madrid should be licking their lips. I still think City are favorites. I still say City are favorites. So I'm still going to keep with that. I'm still going to say City are favorites, but they're going to be licking their lips. Real Madrid will be licking their lips, looking dodgy. Yes, I said again, says, congrats to Liverpool FC, my life is over. Yes, I said it was always going to happen. United fans out there, you're thinking about it, that the quicker it happens, the better it will be. That's what it's about. The quicker it happens, the better it will be. The more painless it will be. From Just Person, get Terry on the phone. Apologies are needed. I don't want to hear from Terry now because I know Terry was one of the chief haters. I was one of the chief haters for this. So I don't want to even hear. I don't want to hear from any haters right now. From the other side again, it says that the team that you beat last season to the title by single points said bets beat you by 25 points, and now you have to do a God of honor at your home. But look, City have to be Man Litzy have to take this L. Lanchester Litzy have to take this L because this is a huge L. This is a huge L for Manchester City right now. So you know what, guys? I'm going to make this an open. I want to say, you know what, people, let me make this an open hangar. Let me invite the kids because this is a celebration. This is a celebration. Actually, you know what? Let me see whether my homie Daniel Silica is about. Let me see whether my homie Daniel Silica, because guys, this is a celebration but let's talk about Lep. Let's talk about Lep because Lep really thought he could come to the bridge. Lep really thought he could come to the bridge and beat Chelsea with sideshows. That's what he thought. Wait, yo, Danny T, come on to the live. We are having a celebration. I'm going to send the link, y'all. I'm going to send the link. Wait. I'm going to send the link to this Chelsea dub. But look, because Pep Guardiola, like, he really thought that he could come to the whole bridge and just say what up. That's what he really thought. I say, how could you? The cheek of you to think that you could come to the bridge and say what's up. But guys, you see, everybody owes a massive apology to Pep. Everyone does. Everyone does, and I'm much of apology to Pep because what Pep was able to achieve. Everybody owes a great of gratitude to Chelsea and to Lampard because so many of you guys doubted him, which is why I have to be so arrogant. And I am going to milk this for all it's worth, which is why I want to bring in as many people as possible. So let me send this over to Danny T and see what he says, because I want to show because look, man, you see, Liverpool. I know Liverpool would have loved it to have won it either at Everton, or they would have probably loved to have it when they at the head against Man City. They would have loved that. That would have been cool. But the reason why I love this is that, you know what, Liverpool fans are happy, and I'm all for people with happiness. See, I'm not like a hate. I'm not like, oh damn it, those guys win. I don't believe none of that rivalry crap. But this is a perfect win because Chelsea did it. And I'm sorry, this is real. People may hate me for saying this. That trophy is 50% Chelsea's. Same thing with Leicester City's trophy. Leicester City's trophy, that's 50% Chelsea's. You can't just let a team go out there or bust their balls, give you a trophy, and we don't get any of the praise. We don't. That's what's ridiculous. So once Liverpool celebrates, I want Jurgen Klopp to have a special. He may not do this, but I just think that when they do their parade, hopefully when we are allowed to go out and everything, I want Klopp to say, we owe this to Chelsea. We owe this to HH. I want Klopp to say, we owe this to HH. HH, thank you. HH, thank you. HH, thank you. Because HH, if it wasn't for you and your dogged and your passionate belief, we wouldn't have been able to win this Premier League. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful because this is perfect for my agenda. It is perfect and it is beautiful for my agenda that's against all odds. Against all odds, with all the haters, all the people all riling against Chelsea, they still managed to pull through. They still managed to pull through, man. Look, Danny T, man, yo, bro, get in, man. Let's ride. I've sent you the link, man. Let's ride. Let's ride, man. Let's ride. So let's see what you guys are saying. Man. The sick. Guys, let's talk about the sick, because we're gonna have to have a very long conversation about the sick. Because I think I said this years ago. That he is already America's greatest ever player. I don't care about some dude called Landon Donovan. A guy called Landon can't be any good. He has already established himself as the best and most talented American player ever. And even I said, look, he isn't world class. But the way that people were disrespecting the sick, I said, no, 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 this is wrong. And they were only disrespecting him because he's American. Like, an American guy can't do anything. This dude has put America on the map. And I think unless Americans are completely and utterly stupid with what this guy is doing for Chelsea and the kind of buzz he's generating, America would be dumb to say, you know what, let us now reinvest into our men's game. Okay, I was about to say something, but let's keep it nice because yes, we all love the woman. We love the Women's World Cup. It's great. And shout out to women, you know, girl power. But you have to invest in the men's game. You have to invest in the men's game because the sick can single-handedly help to truly popularize and fast track football in America. But the thing about the sick is that he is a useful player to have. A useful player to have. And this guy, because the thing about that goal was single-minded. That goal, Tim, what? Guys, you see, come on, guys. Come on. Come on. So you're telling me that Tim Howard or Clint Dempsey are better players than Pulisic? So maybe what I'm saying is that the best player, the best footballer. See, with a goalkeeper, it's a bit more different because you have to now use a different tact. But the best football player from America is the sick. It's the sick, okay? Because he's a guy that I said, you know, he's that dude. He's the sick. He's a sick man. Martin, where's my apology? I told guys, I've taken down the names of all of the haters. Martin Rosario. I'm using your government name. Martin Rosario. Where is my apology? You were one of those that hated. You were one of those that hated. You know what? Where is let me bring in Goats Kante. You know what? I think we're gonna probably have okay, I'm gonna bring in Ford. Yeah, so hopefully, yeah, I've sent the link to Ford, so hopefully Ford can come through, man. So Bradley, what the HH, when is the Frank Lampard apology video from you? Look, before I do a full-on apology, I want a complete overturn of that ban in the game. See, if we overturn that ban in the game, I'll put a full 360 apology. So what I'll give Francis is a half apology. He deserves at least a half apology, but a full-on remember, an apology video is expensive. For a full-on apology vid, I want that to be overturned. I want it to be overturned. But guys, look, man. Liverpool, congrats. Congratulations to Liverpool FC because it will slowly sink in, but it's official. It's official. Liverpool are officially the Premier League champions. There's no such thing as Premier Champions elect. And the big thing for Liverpool, see, as much as it would have been great, and Liverpool would have loved to have won it at the Etihad. This is also good because now City have to do a guard of honor. They have, and your rivals having to do a guard of honor is just extra special. It is extra special when your rivals have to do a guard of honor, man. It is extra special when you have to do your rivals have to do a guard of honor, man. No, look, that was a superb free kick. That was an absolutely superb free kick, man. That was an absolutely superb, amazing free kick. I mean, when the way that ball just went, that was a superb free kick. No, look, guys, Sturge, because I wanted to get into some other guys. I'm gonna make this thing official now. So this is now fully. So if you want to join me in this celebration, I'm gonna put this the StreamYard link in now, and I'll try and get in as many guys in here as possible. So guys, we're gonna pop off. We're gonna pop off right now. We're gonna pop off. All right, so guys, we are popping bottles. Join in for the celebration. So boom. There we have it. So, guys, if you want to join in, join in right now. I have put out the link. I have put out the link for people who want to join in and come right now because look, it's a celebration of both. It's a celebration of Chelsea reminding people that they are about that life. That they are about that life. And it's also a celebration of Liverpool becoming Premier League champions. So this is a double celebration because, guys, the haters, the haters that talked about this man, you guys are terrible. Okay, Samuel, man. No, 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 wait, wait, no,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
Samuel, no, 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 no. Just you wait, just you wait. Before you, can you please give some special praise for Chelsea? Please, it is only please. Okay, before you talk about Liverpool, and I know you will, please can you give a dub for what Chelsea did for your club? Please, 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 and talk about the sick. Go.
Alright, cool. You know what? Yeah, because Chelsea did do the job, I'll give it to them. Well done, Chelsea. Tactically, Frank Lampard got it right. Um, in some cases, in the match, they were under the cosh a bit, but they handled it well. Pulisic is that guy. Olusegun, Babatunde, Oga, Igwe, Pulisic. He's that guy. And William did his thing as well. So Chelsea, do you know what? Thank you very much for that. But yeah, what can I say after this? Boy, Yasser Saeed. Listen. Remember when we had that hangout where we was saying who was gonna get top four, right? I said Man United will not get it. I said Man United will not get it. Chelsea, you done me proud. You done me proud. I can't lie. But this is all about us.
Okay, but in your honest view, were you surprised by the results and the performance and how the game went through, or did you have a feeling that Chelsea could do something? Because I had a sneaky feeling that Chelsea could maybe do something. But so, how surprised were you? Or were you like, you felt Chelsea could maybe do something?
In all honesty, I actually did think that Chelsea would do something. When you're playing a big club, there's always a threat. So I think that Lampard, especially when he put on Tammy Abraham, it changed the game a lot because Tammy Abraham had the pace to even go in behind um the defenders. And you can see with City's defending, it was absolutely atrocious at times. And you can tell if Chelsea actually put a few strings of passes together, just get the ball straight forward, they will cause them problems, which Pulisic practically did. He nearly scored 2 goals, which it was a great clearance from Kyle Walker, but however,
That's
Pulisic caused them.
you reminded me. That clearance was insane.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
really good. I
insane.
can't lie. Very good, very good, very good. But yeah, all credit to Chelsea. They had a game plan. They stuck to the game plan. They caused Man City problems at the back. This is why I don't think Man City win the Champions League because when they come up against a team like PSG that will exploit those spaces at the back, yeah, it's not happening. So well done to Chelsea, but yeah, Premier League champions after 30 years. Finally, finally, finally,
Okay.
finally.
Okay. All right. So let me bring this one. So Brand says Pep was bent over by two fetuses, Orly and Frank. Not good. Not good. Not good. Two rookies. From Just Person says that fifth is still top four and we're winning Europa. Yeah. So well, if the ban is upheld, if the City ban is upheld, fifth is still a CL. So Vilton, thoughts on what transpired today? Is this proof that Chelsea are the greatest club of all time?
Chelsea, congratulations for helping Liverpool out today. Liverpool are champion, but congratulations. But double is, can we start thinking about putting Sterling in the Brick Academy after today? Cause this guy, man, no IQ. Like, why don't you pass that ball to Gabriel Jesus for the tap in? Why are you
No.
trying to
But he
score
wanted he
from
wanted
there?
the glory. He wanted the glory.
Oh man, please. After today, if anybody say Raheem Sterling is a world class player, I will slap you in the street. He's a world player. Please don't tell me this guy's a world class player ever again after today. But anyway, congratulations to Chelsea. You guys did your thing. You guys had more chances created. it's funny. Manchester City dominated the game, but you didn't feel that sense that they were gonna score. When Chelsea had the ball, it feels like you guys were more dangerous on the ball. Like you guys, even though Man City created more chances, you guys had the bigger chances. You guys had way more shots on target than they did. And Kepa is questionable.
No, no, no.
That free kick.
See, we are in a very celebratory mood, and I want us to be very positive. I don't care what anyone says.
Please don't
You
bring
going
up that
to
bar.
dive.
Yeah, that Kepa should have died. He reacted so late to that free kick. Yeah, though it was a nice free kick, but come on, Kepa, make a dive. You know the boy is shooting the ball from there. But anyway, congratulations, Double H. You making top four. You guarantee your spot. Man United, good luck in Europa League. Clowns as usual.
Hey, easy,
Europa
easy,
League
easy,
team.
easy, easy, easy. Okay, okay. Let's go
Yeah,
to
come on, Joe.
wait. No, 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 no,
But
no,
Double
no,
H,
no,
before
no.
I go,
Red Devil. You will go last. You're gonna go last because I am coming for you. So just be prepared. Be prepared. I am making sure that you, because Red Devil, I want just chill. I'm gonna leave you a nice spot inside here. A nice,
I
beautiful.
also want Yasser Sayi to come on.
before I go, Double H, I'm a Real Madrid fan. If we don't beat Manchester City, I'm gonna be really upset, man. I'm gonna really be upset.
Oh, you mean if Real Madrid don't beat them?
Yeah, I'm a Real Madrid fan. If we don't beat Manchester
Bro,
City, I'm gonna
look, I
really
told
be
you guys,
upset.
August is when things get real. Things get real in August. You don't understand the Gabriel. Okay, let me bring this boy. Yo, Dan Spence, man. Thoughts on Chelsea doing the business, man?
Yo, HH man, you were right, man. You were right. I was listening to the football dugout Q&A earlier, and you were right, man. I can't take it away from you. I want to say shout out to Liverpool though, because it was fun bantering Liverpool all these years. They're not winning the league and all that, but they did it. And but we got to have a serious conversation about your boy Pep, man. We got to.
No,
Like,
because
you see my Avi, right? Like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
can't do it without this guy, man.
No, because whenever I talk about Pep, people always say that, oh, I'm a hater and everything. And Pep is a very good coach. He's a very, very good coach. But I say that his management skills are questionable. He is a very questionable manager. And I think that there are times in which if things get hectic or things are not going his way, I don't think he knows how to really handle situations or handle crisis. So he's not a very good his crisis management skills are not very good. And again, man, look, basically all eyes are on August because I still feel like if this is a huge loss because Pep did not want to lose. I mean, because I wasn't sure whether Pep was taking it seriously, but once he brought on Jesus and Silva, he didn't want to lose this game. He did not want to lose this game. And I think right
100%,
now he's like, oh my gosh, we now have to now give those guys a guard of honor, which is crazy. But carry on.
Like I say, man, when it comes to the Champions League, though, like just following on from the last guy, if Real Madrid don't beat these guys, because literally all they need is pacing behind. That's all you need. Vinicius against these guys? Come on now. If Hazard doesn't have a field day, we gotta have a conversation, bro.
Hazard is trash.
Jamal, Jamal. We're having a celebration. Everything is positive here, please. All right, Jamal, can you please give love to Chelsea and give your appreciation to Chelsea, who just handed your club a title, which is now 50% ours?
yes, I will. 6 years. It take Chelsea 6 years to apologize for that Gerrard slip. You guys apologize. That's it. Could have did it earlier, but thank you. Thank you, Chelsea. When I see the starting lineup, I nearly cried. I wouldn't lie. When I see Barkley and Mount, I cried. I said, I'm not going to watch the game. I'm not going to watch the game. But as soon as I see Pulisic score, yes. You got to give it, man. Captain America, you have to give it to him. He did it. And I was a little sketchy about this referee. This referee was a man.
But see, isn't it more so a greater compliment to the greatness of Chelsea that despite a brick lineup with Ross Brickley and Brick Mount in there, they still managed to find a way of handing you perfectly packaged the title.
Yes, and you know what? Pulisic played out of his skin, and you know why? Because Klopp was the man who gave him a career. I don't know if any of you guys peeped that. And Jurgen Klopp, boy, is who gave Liverpool the title, Pulisic. So he was playing like a man possessed. I wouldn't lie. Pulisic was everywhere today. He was amazing. But thank you, Chelsea. And I wouldn't say nothing bad about Chelsea for about 2 months. 2 months.
Thank
I'm
you.
not saying nothing bad. You guys
Okay.
did this lot. I'm happy.
Okay, so before let me just read some super chats that I missed. So from Primera Marmot, how good is Pep really? He's good, but he's overrated, and he can't do anything without Messi, which is just facts. Yes, side says Sterling is dog doo doo. Relax, chill. But Sterling should have finished that. He should have finished that, but I think Sterling didn't have his greatest game, and I think you know what? I think he's going to look at that chance because if he scores that, it's a whole different game.
No, Sterling wanted to give Liverpool the title. Remember, he's a former Liverpool boy. He wanted to give us the title.
Perhaps, but I doubt it. Wait, so from 2010, Mourinho says that Championship 19, Klopp is special. HH, you're that dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And well done to Mr. Klopp. From Ms. B Nation, Madrid gonna get them in the CL. I still say Man City win, but Real Madrid will be looking at this game and say, guys, we can get some goals against these dudes. Because I always say that if you attack this defense, who don't like the defending, you can get some cheddar. From Blue Studio says, HH, bring me in soonest. I'm so happy. Don't worry, you're being everyone. This is a party. From Brand K Oats. Sorry, so yeah, I think I've also read those other super chats. So from Natsa, thoughts on so Natsa, what do you blame this on? What went wrong? What happened? Or was it just Chelsea's greatness? Chelsea being amazing. Give love to Chelsea.
Nah, bro, it's just that we have nothing to play for. Like, people can say that Pep wanted to win the game, but the players in the back of their mind, the league is done. Like, it's done. If you think about it, what is it really to play for?
But they
And
wanted
then
to win the game, though. They definitely wanted.
Pep wanted to be in the game. In the back of their minds, there's always that thing that they don't have anything to play for. Really, they've got top four secured. The only thing they're playing for is FA Cup and Champions League. And it's always that, like, what you're playing, but you're not playing for something. So people were saying that Real Madrid are going to walk all over us. They're just thinking, just right now, reactionary, just reactions. But it's going to be different because we beat them already. So when we're playing Champions League, we're playing well. But when we're playing the Premier League, it's just like, yeah, it happens in it. But I don't see it being a big factor in the Champions League. No way, especially when it's a one-round knockout.
Okay, so you don't think this will affect you for that second leg against Real Madrid? That it won't be much of a
No, like I see fans on Twitter, like they just they just overreact on some certain stuff. Like same thing
reactionary.
with City, just reaction. Like what is the worst thing that happened? Like they were anyway going to win the league. Like literally, I've literally given up like months ago. Like this game, I was just thinking, like, what's even the point of playing it? Just play Champions League. Like, literally, no point.
No,
Wait.
because I think, look, obviously people will want to make something big about it. It's the Premier League, it's Liverpool's first in a long time. But the bigger thing though is, yes, this hurts. Yes, there are going to be people talking about, really, at the end of the day, it's about August.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's really about August. That is because
The thing is, the way Real Madrid are playing right now, because they have something to play for. They've got the La Liga to play for. 2 trophies that they're trying to go for. They're already out of the Copa. What is it called again? Copa del Rey. So they're playing for something. When you see City against these big teams, like they're not really playing for something. So they're gonna, like Chelsea, they had the top 4 to play for, innit? Yeah. So,
Okay.
but I'm gonna say something like Pulisic showed up. I have to give him credit. So, and Mendy's a brick. Brick Academy, please.
This give love to the sick. Give love to the sick. Okay, Mr. Rahul, man, thoughts on Chelsea delivering Liverpool the title, and how great is Christian Pulisic?
First of all, I think Lampard was clever with his tactics. I think he saw what Ole did with Manchester United against City early in the season. I think he used that as a basis to set up Chelsea today. I think we didn't have much of the ball to start with, but I think the thing is he saw the gaps. He saw the gaps in the defense, and with Pulisic in the counter, he was immense. So I think that really helped the team. Also, I thought Christensen in defense was superb today. I think he was very solid.
Talk about the sick man. The sick man. Put some dope in the sick.
Yeah, I think in terms of Pulisic, I think I from what I saw today, I think he could replace Hazard as the main man.
Oh, easy, relax. Okay, let's not get overboard. Okay, let's give love to Pulisic, but let's just relax. Let's just hold your horses, hold your horses, hold your horses. Okay, but carry on.
I think what he offers to Chelsea is that he has the pace, he has the ability to pick out those switch passes, which helps us today a lot. I think, especially with especially the switches between Azpilicueta as well. He linked up well, so I think he looked. He's just remember he just came back from injury the last game. He hadn't played since December, I think, and he scored last game. He scored this game. He looks a very solid player, and I'm excited to see what Chelsea can do next season.
Okay. Before I come to it, Yasser Said, Liverpool fans stay talking about United, small club. Yasser Said, take the L and just accept them and worry about trying to close in on top 5. I know it's hot. I know it's painful. Liverpool won that title. It is what it is. This was the biggest fear of United fans. It is what it is. Red Devil, you're going last, so just be prepared. Eye test. Thoughts on Chelsea doing what they did, and do Chelsea need to be given a lot more love based on all the hate that they've received?
So, first of all, I want to say I'm a United fan. I'm a realist. Yeah. And what I seen from Chelsea today, bro, Chelsea are the real deal. What United fans keep telling me United are, Chelsea are. Christian Pulisic, bro, he's what United fans think Marcus Rashford is. He's better than Rashford. I'm telling you, I'm a United fan. I've seen Rashford. I've seen Marcus Rashford. The guy has no intelligence. Pulisic, the way he linked up with other players, his close control, his dribbling, bro, this guy is better than Rashford. Just give him the chance. Yeah, give him game time. If you give him a run of games, I'm telling you, he will do big things for you. You just need to give him the run of games. Yeah. People also speak about Chelsea's defense. Yeah, it's poor, is this, is that. But bro, what about United? We have Harry Maguire at the back. Rudiger's better than Maguire as well. Yeah, 80 million down the drain. The guy's so stiff. You saw what Bergwijn did to him. Rudiger's better than him, and also Tomori, he's way better than Lindelof. He's a bum as well. But bro, what I wanted to say is Chelsea are the real deal. They have depth. They have a great starting 11, and bro, I think they're gonna get top 4 this season. They're gonna get top 4, and I think next season you could possibly challenge.
Where do you think it went wrong for City? Was it that Chelsea were just too sexy, or maybe he just started with a stronger lineup to begin with, or maybe they're just missing a girl?
For City, I think just like the previous guy said, I think they had nothing to play for. They didn't look themselves. So I think right now City are focusing on the FA Cup and the Champions League. That's their main priority. In the league, they have nothing to play for. Like they're gonna get top 4. They're not gonna win the league. So I just don't think they cared. But Chelsea, they're the real deal.
Okay. Stodge. So Stodge, first of all, talk about Chelsea. How great is Pulisic? Then talk about how we handed you gift wrapped, first class, DHL delivered. We handed you a title. And I want to hear only lovely things said about Chelsea, because they gave you what you always wanted. Gift wrapped. Please talk about how great Chelsea Football Club is.
Yeah, Chelsea's great. Pulisic, good player. Liverpool, wow.
No. Great. Say great. Not good, great. Please, great.
I have to be honest. I mean, but he's a hero. It was a heroic performance, heroic stuff from Pulisic. Heroic stuff. He's going to be a great player, maybe in the future. Chelsea, I've always respected Chelsea. You know, I think I was the only one that said they would finish third. I'm not gonna say any slander for 48 hours, because that's how much I respect them for this performance. Yeah, but it's been a great season for us. After COVID, it's been crazy. A lot of stuff has happened, but we've managed to get the 19th title. Just incredible scenes. William, this guy, he scored against us 6 years ago, cost us the title, and then he scored the winner.
Yeah, I was just about to say the parallels. Yeah.
Poetic. Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, we've done it. We've.
So,
I mean, to be honest,
okay. Truthfully
I'm
speaking,
in shock, man. I'm in
did you
shock.
think Chelsea could win this? Did you think that, or you were already expecting that you have to do it at the Etihad?
I was expecting if you, I was like 50% you were going to get a draw or you were going to lose, so I wasn't expecting it. But you did it. You did it somehow. I couldn't even watch the second half because I had to do something. But I mean, in the first half, City, they just had the ball. They weren't creating anything. I mean, you guys, to me, you looked more like a threat. And Mendy, I mean, are you going to induct him? Mendy?
I mean, he has to at least be put under review. At the very least, he's got to be put on under review, because that was a huge.
And Klopp, the guy said after 4 years he'll have at least one title. Otherwise, he's going to manage in Switzerland. And he came through. Not many managers would come out with a statement like that. Just incredible scenes. And I've been supporting Liverpool since 2014. It's been heartbreaking stuff, but finally we managed to get it through. Yeah.
Okay, man. Plastic fan, man. Talk about Pulisic. All Chelsea were able to do, and we were surprised by Chelsea's performance against all odds today against City.
Yes, I was surprised with Chelsea's performance. I didn't expect Lampard to execute his game plan this well, but also Manchester City dominated possession. But the key moment of the game was the Benjamin Mendy mistake. That was the integral part of the game. Like, if Mendy does not make that mistake, I don't think that the game would have panned out as it was. But for Christian Pulisic, he's again showing us why he's a superstar talent. And I think Lampard now, he has to start him in every match. Like, I don't see a reason for him to be on the bench again, because has shown us what he can do on the big games. And also, he's young, he can improve. So, and the future looks very bright for Chelsea with the likes of Timo Werner and Hakim Ziyech coming. So, yeah, if you're a Chelsea fan, you can hope and expect to achieve higher next season. And also, you can be optimistic also in your chances in the Champions League, maybe reaching in the
So, do you
quarters or
think Chelsea
semis
can turn it around?
in the
Do you think
future
Chelsea
years,
can turn
or
it around?
maybe even winning it, because the future looks bright. And also, this kid called Gilmore,
Yes, looks good.
within
Looks
the
good.
few
Looks
minutes
good.
that he played, I could see that there's a really, really good player there.
Okay. Before I come to my arch nemesis,
That is, I don't think that they can turn it around. Maybe if they can salvage a draw, or maybe.
okay.
I don't think that they can turn it around. Maybe if they could salvage a draw, maybe, or maybe 1-0 win. So
Okay. So before I come to my arch nemesis now, super chats here from Mr. Yasser Sideman. So Yasser Side says City can't defend. Embarrassing. And I'll say this about Pulisic. He's better than Sterling. Plus Pep is a brick tactically. Simple as that. Pep shows slight brickish tactics sometimes. And this is what I've always said to Pep. He's an amazing coach, but he needs Messi. he has always needed Messi. And I think we have to ask questions about Pep if you have lost 3 times to Gollum, I think maybe 4, and you lost to a rookie who also put up a brick lineup. You have to ask questions. Red Devil Studio.
I'm your arch nemesis.
Yes. Red Devil Studio. Let me be, before you speak, can you please tell the audience and the people watching, man, can you please tell them what you said before this game was about to happen?
If I recall, I said that City would win the game 2-1. I didn't say that it was going to be a thrashing or anything like that. I never said that. Yeah, no, I never said that. I said if you go back to the stream,
live chat, can you please tell me what Red Devil said? Because I think this guy might be lying. Live chat, can you just please remind me what his scoreline was? Because I think he said something like 3-1 or 4-1. But continue, please continue.
Yeah. I think it was 2-1 to City, as far as I'm aware. I didn't say it was going to be a thrashing. First and foremost, congratulations to Liverpool, so congratulations on their first Premier League title. You've joined the likes of Blackburn and Leicester, so fair play. It's good to get that first Premier League title under your belt. Congratulations.
That's a underhanded comment, by the way. That's a very underhanded comment.
It's a factual comment. It's their first Premier League title, so congratulations to you guys. Shout out to Liverpool. Shout out.
The most major trophies in England.
Instead, congratulations on your first Premier League title, guys. It's good. I'm happy for you. I'm happy.
At least it's present.
Yeah. But now, yeah, sure. As I said, congratulations.
So okay. Let's get to the brass tacks. Were you surprised by what Chelsea and the Sick managed to do after you predicted a circumcision at the hands of Man City?
Let me clarify. I never, if you go back, I never said, if you even go to never said that Chelsea were going to be circumcised by City. I did expect City to win, but I never said it was going to be like a 4 or 5-0 or anything like that. So that is factual if you go back. Now let me look at
Red is lying. He said 3-1.
Oh, is it 3-1? Is it? Okay, fine. That's not a circumcision, though, is it? So that's a reasonable sort. But anyway, okay. So yeah, sorry about that. I actually thought I said 2-1. It's 3-1. Okay, fine. Looking at this game, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised that City lost this game. I will make a few comments just before on the idea that, because I don't know why Manchester United were brought into this, that Rashford's overrated, etc., and that Chelsea is somehow this. I think you need to remember the fact that United have put 8 goals past Chelsea and Rashford scored half of them. So he can't be that bad if he scored half of the goals past Chelsea. I'm just saying, so I'm not saying that Rashford's the best player, but he can't be terrible if he scored 4 past Lampard's side, and Ollie's United can't be that bad if we've beaten Chelsea 3 times this season. So, and we've beaten Pep's side 3 times this season. So, they can't be terrible. That's all I'm saying. You don't beat the same team 3 times in a row and be a terrible team. That's all I'm saying. Now going back to this game, let's be real, because I have a conversation with a friend about this before, because people are going on about City's defense, or defense and stuff before. These were not it wasn't Chelsea had City's defense under pressure and City's defense crumbled, etc. These were errors. These were not these were basic errors. The first goal in particular, if you go back and watch the thing, you see Gundogan and Mendy, and Gundogan is literally telling him, I've got the ball, I've got this, leave it. And for some reason, Mendy comes across, touches it, it ricochets off Gundogan and things, and then they get in trouble. That's not a defensive pressure sort of thing. That's just basic communication. You don't have to be a top team to do that. Villa, Newcastle, all those teams will get that sorted, no problem, So, and the second goal was just Fernandinho, for whatever reason, deciding to use his hands to clear the ball when he could use his body. I'm not taking that away from Chelsea.
No, for me, if Fernandinho doesn't use his hand, it's a goal. I don't think, based on how quickly things were happening, he could have been able to quickly use his body or use his leg. Because if you just look at where the ball was coming to, was happening too quickly for him to put out a thigh or something. So either you use your hand or it's a goal.
But no. But the first time, if you go back and watch a video, because he clears it the first time, like with his body, which is fine. That was okay, and actually took the ball away from Tammy Abraham. But then if the ball someone bounces back, and then rather than shift his body away from it, he just moves his hand. He's moved his hand towards it.
No. But if you look at it, Tammy's momentum is pushing the ball through, because see, it's very easy as viewers to say, "Oh, just use your body," but just imagine, because we've all played football before. Imagine yourself in that position, and remember, everything is happening like that split second. That split second thing, it is impossible for you in a split second, fraction of a second, to now use your body. So, because hence why either you're using your hand or it's a goal, because things are happening too quickly. Because I mean, Abraham's momentum is pushing it too much, and you have very little time to readjust your body to block it. There's not enough time.
Yeah, no, I get that. So that's what I'm saying. So that's not on Chelsea per se. Like that's on like the way that on the way that Fernandinho set himself up, both for the second goal and the first goal. Now, make no mistake, like there were a lot of similarities with why I saw Chelsea play and the way United played against Pep in terms of like, you know, counter-attacking like football, getting on a break. And to be honest, I was surprised that Chelsea didn't start Tammy Abraham, because Giroud didn't really give you much pace sort of up front. Willian, not so much really, you know. So Pulisic was really the only one that was giving you that direction. So I think if you'd started Tammy Abraham early, possibly maybe, you know, you might have had more luck than you had in the first leg, where clearly City were dominating and you had Klassen, Brador, etc. You know, I hold my hands up. Congratulations, City. I don't think that this is necessarily, and I'll say this out until the end, until it's mathematically impossible. I don't think it's necessarily the end of any top four thing. I know a lot of people saying United aren't going to get top four. I don't know what that's based on still. Like, we're still in the race.
No. Keep it clear. Just that, see, this was, because again, I think the presumption was Chelsea lose, United obviously now are like 1 or 2 points behind, and then it's now real. So this is a huge kind of breather for Chelsea. But again, as we saw with the fixtures, Chelsea have to play Leicester. They also have to play Wolves as well. So this, I still feel it's gonna go to the last game. So there's still gonna be, just that getting this win is huge, because this was a presumed L. So getting this win means that if Chelsea can just get those wins that they should be able to say what's up. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, you know. So I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of banter in the comments on this, but all I'll say is, congratulations to Liverpool, fair play to them. Like, congratulations to Chelsea. Even I did expect them to lose this game. As far as the top four is concerned, I think it's still a question of wait and see what happens, because you never know with the Premier League. And we just play on. That's really simple as that, you know. But what I won't say is I won't take the fact that like people say that the United team that Ollie's producing like is trash. Like I don't buy that nonsense like at all. Like he's clearly, if we're going to give respect to Lampard for building something, then we should at least give some leavings to Ollie that he's also building something as well. And we're unbeaten in 14 games for a reason, you know. So, you know, just give a little bit of credit where credit is due. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So actually, before I come to Montana, so George Lyle says the start of a dynasty, 2020's Liverpool dominates. That is going to be a question that I'm going to ask for the guys, which is what could this Premier League title mean? But also save that. I'm going to ask that question for the guys. That will be the next question. But so Momotaha, can you please talk about how great Chelsea are? Can you talk about the haters? Can you talk about the doubters? Can you talk about Pulisic? And can people finally give Chelsea the praise and the love that they deserve?
Yeah, man. Like before just talking about Chelsea, about the game and everything, I just want to congratulate Liverpool fans, and those Liverpool fans especially who stood by the club and in the tough time. I mean, come on, this is a day for you guys. I mean, like really in an impressive manner. And even I just tweeted this thing as well. Patience is key in your life. Do whatever in your life, patience. Remember to be patient, because if you are patient, you can achieve anything in your life. Today is pretty much we all learn, or we all came to know that patience is the key for everything. Secondly, now let's talk about Chelsea, bro. I'm impressed by Lampard. I mean, this guy. I mean, let's be honest, okay? First, I thought, okay, let's see, because this might be an emotional way of signing a manager, okay, signing a legend. Let's see how it goes. There is no Thibaut Courtois for them. There is no what do you call it? Eden Hazard for them, like their best player, and the way this team is working as a unit. It's not just like dependent upon a one single individual to make a difference. I mean, what this team is doing this season is impressive. I mean, regardless of some bad results here and there, Champions League, I mean, come on, you can expect for this team to do great immediately in Champions League. For me, what Chelsea is doing, they're backing Frank Lampard. Best way to do it. You know what, bro? Sign that guy Kai Havertz, man. Give this guy because this guy deserves now. Because he, like, I mean, what he did, he waited for his time. Because what I've seen right from the first, like in the first half of the season when they played again against Man City, they were trying to hold the ball. They're trying to play in the Man City way. I mean, the Pep Guardiola way to kill the game, to play the game. And I mean, and pretty much Frank Lampard learned his lessons from his first game mistake against Man City, which ultimately Man City won 2-1. But still, Frank Lampard was impressive in that game as well. If you see that. Today, he was a bit more conservative. He was using his flanks with, speed to exploit Man City's fullbacks' weaknesses as well. And for me, I mean, Benjamin Mendy, bro. I mean, come on, man. What a naive mistake you do. That's amateur level mistake, man.
Not so good, man. Not so good, man.
Yeah,
It's bad.
yeah. And aside from that, like if you see, like all those Kevin De Bruyne goals.
Where do you rank the sick? Pulisic. Where does he rank right now? Because people like to put hate on American players, but for what he did in this game and how clutch he was in this game, where do you rank the sick?
Bro, I'll say that like for me, Pulisic was like I cannot give him like upper tier 2 status.
No,
I
you
mean,
can't.
Yeah, so for me, he's like right now upper tier 3, close to tier 2, lower tier 2. Should I say that? On the boundary of lower tier 2 level. But still, like he needs to work on his footballing, skill level. I believe because look, his presence of mind was there. He pretty much read it like there's a misunderstanding between Fernandinho and Gundogan. Sorry, Mondi and Gundogan. So he took advantage of that. That's really good for a player like Pulisic. But still, I mean, Chelsea for next season cannot depend upon Pulisic. Like you have players like Ziyech, and then you have Timo Werner. Yeah. And if you sign Kai Havertz, that's like another advantage, for you guys. One more thing, you need a goalkeeper. Chelsea need a goalkeeper.
Kepa's trash. He's trash.
You cannot. If Chelsea wants to challenge properly for title, they need a goalkeeper, left back, possible to add a defender as well. So I think so. Like Chelsea played really good. I want to give props to Chelsea rather than trashing Man City's defense.
So it's more so Chelsea's performance rather than how trash Man City were.
Definitely, because when I see that game, right, second half, the way City started, the way they were playing with the intensity, they want to go for W. They don't want to take a D or L over there. And I mean, you can see from the faces, bro. Like immediately, David Silva came. I mean, and you can see the difference. The problem is like they were playing without striker.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Yeah, when he came, in the game, like he tried to try to change the game, which happened, to be honest. But ultimately, that's not enough for City. By the way, City was if City is not giving 100%, but they are still giving 99%, 95% for this game.
Sam, before I go to the next question. Be real with me.
Yeah.
Early August, how are you feeling? Second leg. From what you've seen, how are you feeling? Early August, second leg. How are you feeling?
Bro, to be honest, it's tempting just to go there.
It's tempting.
Yeah. But definitely. But still, we have our own challenges this season in La Liga, in our league. So like, it's better to talk after once we finish La Liga. So I can see like we have a chance as well. It's not that like okay we're done and dusted. Definitely, bro. We have our tools as well too.
Because 2-1 is complex, especially 2 away goals. It is complex, but from what you've seen and how Chelsea were and how a much lesser Chelsea attack were able to expose this City defense with Laporte.
Yeah, you know what? Like if you see from today's game, if for example, if we can use our width properly for example Vinicius, Bale, Asensio, or Hazard, if you want to play Hazard as well, on the flanks, I think so. We have a chance, definitely. Okay, City might be like favorite 60-40. It's like City 60% favorites. Yeah, like we're 40, but still we are alive in this game, and ultimately it will come down, to how we exploit the spaces. Because look, it depends upon City as well. Will be they will like I believe that Pep Guardiola will be conservative.
Okay,
How
okay.
how he was in the first leg. So
All right. So, wait,
yeah.
let me just take some of these shots. So,
Yeah.
yes, I said that at least Steven Gerrard didn't win a Premier League title. Come on, that's harsh. That's harsh. Or let me just go to the ones that I missed. So, from Junior Aziz, how good is Sterling? Can't beat any good defenders. Sterling can't beat any defenders because that's never been his game. Dribbling has never been Sterling's strongest game. From Emil Kamugisha, thank you for the super chats. Serious discussion about Pep if he gets knocked out of the Champions League. If Real Madrid 2-1 down, knock Pep out of the Champions League, FA Cup or no FA Cup, I will endorse Pep Guardiola. So that's my
I
thing.
agree with that.
Easy. Let me land. Right now, he's cool. If he gets knocked out by Real Madrid after being 2-1 up, I will put him in Class C of the Break Academy, which will be shocking. So he have to be very careful. So Yassi side again, he says Henderson over Gerrard. Well, you're reading that because now I wouldn't do that, but I think he's saying that in terms of Henderson, he did lead Liverpool to a Premier League title, something that Gerrard was never able to do. But I wanted to ask you guys this now. So let me come first to Mr. Samuel. So Liverpool are Premier League champions. They did it. They clinched it. They're finally doing it. And I think this is in reference to what George Lyle asked. Do you think that this is going to be the first of many, and this could spell dominance for Liverpool with regards to the Premier League, or do you think it's going to be a tit-for-tat duopoly with Man City all the way through?
Listen, I'm not gonna be too happy and be on my high horse. I know I couldn't predict that Liverpool will probably win the league again next season. However, dominance over, let's say, the next 5 years, I would say it's gonna be between us and Man City, because I know Man City will try and fight back after this season. Because let's look at this season; it was embarrassing. They're 23 points behind us. I think that's the largest gap in league history, not even Premier League history. So that, and for you to be defending champions and you're defending your title like that, that's actually quite bad. So I think next season they're gonna really try. However, I just feel like this Liverpool team, the chemistry of this team, the motivation of this team, and the mentality of this team is gonna take us far. Now I know that we need to what's it called?
Signings.
Yeah, sign. That's it. Just freshen up the team with signings. However, I do trust the board. I do trust Klopp with what he's done, because look at what he did in 2018 with Fabinho, Keita, Alisson. Like, when we need to do it, we will do it. Right now, we have a large lead. Except for Man City, we have a large lead against like Man United and Chelsea. You guys have to catch up to us. Do you get what I'm saying? So right now we are okay. However, I am worried that maybe like in 2 seasons time, if we still haven't spent, then yeah, that's a problem. But I know that we will spend, and between us and Man City, the dominance will be there.
So if you were to take a guess for this decade, who will win more Premier League titles, Liverpool or Man City?
This decade, do you know what? I genuinely think Liverpool, because first of all, Pep. Is Pep gonna stay at Man City for long?
Well, that's the thing.
Especially if they have this ban. And let's not lie, I know that some people in the Liverpool team are aging. Some people are getting to their they're already in their primes and getting past it. But have you seen the Man City team? Fernandinho was like 35. Aguero, I think he's like 32 or something like that. They're gonna have to replace a lot of these players, and the quality that I think that, like, even if when you look at the game, what's it called? When David Silva came on, Man City had a new intensity about them. However, this is David Silva. How old is David Silva? What, you're gonna replace him with Phil Foden? Now I know Pep says he's one of the best midfielders that he's ever had, but let's be serious here. Phil Foden is gonna really fill David Silva's shoes. Not really. if you're gonna look at the whole totality of it. So this Man City team is going to the stage where they're aging and their legs are going to fall off. As you can see with injuries as well. Look how many injuries that Man City had this season. Like a lot of that is to do with their age. So I generally think that Liverpool will win more titles in this decade.
Okay. Let me just hit this. So, Yasser Said, who is still a very, very emotional United fan, says, I'll be surprised if City finish top four next season. Said, this is the pain talking. This is the depression talking. This is the sadness talking. Accept the L, be one with the L. Liverpool were handed the title by Goatsy FC. Okay. Daniel Spence, do you think that this will spell dominance for Liverpool in the Premier League after them getting this first title?
I can't really say this shows this can lead to dominance. I mean, let's be honest, City essentially handed them this league title. Like from the
So you don't
beginning
think
of this,
Liverpool entered and won it? You think it was more that City gave it to them?
I think Pep, it comes back to your boy Pep, man. I think he tried to be too smart. He didn't replace Company. That was the main thing. They had Fernandinho playing centre back for the majority of this season, and that issue just got exposed tonight. Tammy changed the game. A proper centre back gets rid of that ball there. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think if City invest right, if they get a proper centre back, maybe a Upamecano or someone like that, someone along those lines, they can win the league title next season. Because I still think they're the best team in the country. But Liverpool, they're in the right place. They're in the right place. Like if they can just, as long as they don't stay still, because I think they've not really improved the squad. If they can improve the squad, they'll bring in some more talent in midfield. You know what I mean? If they can do that, then that could be the platform for dominance over the next 5 years or so.
Okay. Wilton Seaman, Liverpool. Is this going to be dominance and total control of English football for the next decade, or will they share it with City or other teams?
I can't really say that Liverpool's gonna dominate. We gotta wait till next season first. Cause that was an incredible season. They won it, but like the other guy just said, Manchester City kind of handed them the Premier League title. Like Company leave, he's a really big character person on your team. You have to replace him, but instead you go out and buy a right back, which you didn't really need. You had so many. You needed like a center back, and yeah, they were relying on Laporte, but yeah, nobody saw Laporte getting that injury. No, you can't predict that. That was a really big, and you Otamendi, John Stone, you can't trust these. These guys need to be able to break academy. Pep needs to sell those guys after this season because it's so bad that he had a defensive midfielder playing as a center back, and we saw what he did today. Uh, but I do. But the thing about Pep, though, we may hate on him that he doesn't win Champions League, but I give him this. So when it comes to league trophy, this guy knows how to win. He knows how to win it. He knows how to win it. So don't be surprised this summer if he spends a lot of money to get new
No. I mean,
players.
but the thing that the difference is that he's facing much stiffer competition because in Spain he had Messi, who is
Yeah.
Messi. In Germany, Bayern Munich are still winning it even after he's left. But in this right now, you now have a team who are still the defending Champions League champions and who are actually a formidable team in Europe, which wasn't the case for Dortmund. So,
But in that regard, though, let's be real. Manchester City bought Pep Guardiola to win the Champions League, right? Can we all agree on that? They bought him
yes,
to win the. I don't
yes.
think they. Yeah, they obviously winning the Premier League is cool and all. But I don't know. I can't really say Liverpool's gonna dominate. They're gonna have to improve the squad. They need more depth. Like Klopp said, I remember Klopp saying that it's crazy when you look at that Manchester City side. Like they don't have the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, Sane, and Gabriel Jesus on the bench, and they have the likes of Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, David Silva playing while they have a really good bench. But Klopp really gonna need to improve the team a little bit. Maybe get a winger for Salah and get a different they need midfielders for sure, though. They're gonna need some kind of new quality midfielders.
and maybe get a better center back because I don't trust Lovren. Lovren is kind of shaky in the back if Matip's not playing. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Science says City will not spend any money because of FFP. No one listens to FFP. City have money; they'll get the ways around the FFP. But the issue with City is that if De Bruyne leaves, then they are screwed. I test. Are we going to see Liverpool dominance for the next decade after their first EPL dub?
For me, if you look at Liverpool, they have a lot of players in their prime. Salah 28, Mane 28, Firmino 28, Van Dijk, I think he's 28. They're all in their late or mid 20s. So I think they could definitely dominate for the next three years, maybe even 5 if I'm pushing it. All they need to do is fix up their they need to get depth. They need to get players for the bench, because if when you have aging players, they can't be playing Champions League, Premier League, and FA Cup. You need to get players to come on for some Premier League games when Salah needs a rest or Mane needs a rest. And I'm also hearing they're getting Thiago, another player in his late 20s. I think he will also help them dominate for the next 3-4 years. And when I look at City, I think they need to start a rebuild. David Silva's gonna go. Aguero's aging and he's getting injuries. He's been a great player for Manchester City, but I think they need to start moving on with him. They need to look at the next striker. I would buy Isaac if I was them. So I think they need to move on a lot of their aging players. Fernandinho. I think this generation of City, this City generation is over. They need to start rebuilding, and that will take a couple years. So once they rebuild and get back to the top, I think Liverpool's era would be over. So I think in the next 3 years, 4 years, Chelsea are more likely to threaten Liverpool than Manchester City, because Manchester City, I think, need to go for a rebuild, and Chelsea, they're ahead in their rebuild. They're getting Timo Werner in. They're getting Hakim Ziyech in, maybe Havertz. So if anyone's
Also
gonna threaten
Sancho,
them,
maybe
it's probably
Sancho,
gonna
maybe
be.
Sancho, maybe Sancho.
I
You're
don't
not
know
getting
about
Sancho.
Sancho,
You're not
but
getting Sancho, mate.
Relax, man. He's speaking. Let him speak.
but if there's anyone that's gonna threaten them, I think it's Chelsea. But I do think Liverpool can dominate for the next 3 years, maybe even 5, because they have a lot of players in their prime.
Wise one. Talk to me about what Chelsea accomplished tonight. That's the first thing. Talk to me about what Chelsea accomplished tonight. Talk to me about Christian Pulisic. And do you think Liverpool could dominate the Premier League after their first EPL dub?
Chelsea had a win tonight. I was actually pretty surprised. I actually thought City would demolish Chelsea. I won't lie, because of the players they had. But I realized they made so many mistakes within that match, causing Chelsea to win. Also, Pulisic was amazing today. But I think he also has to improve on his skill. If he improves on his skill, he could be a top player in the future. And for Liverpool, I think Liverpool will start being a dynasty because of Klopp's genius, and also because of the players that are also in their primes. As the gentleman before said, they're all young. But I also agree with him that he needs to bring more players within the bench so that they can continue their dominance, winning more trophies.
Hello?
Oh yeah. So have to continue the consistency and make sure that they're on the right track, but they also have stiffer competition in the future. Like Chelsea will start rising because of the new players that they bought, and Frank Lampard's genius has started to see through too. But City are also declining too because their players are getting older. And so,
Well, do you think Pep will stay at City though?
I don't think he'll stay at City very long if they're not going to be winning the Champions League. I think.
Shout out to your boy Josie Ilunga for the dub. Also, wise on that, I was asking, so do you think Liverpool will dominate the Premier League after their first dub, winning their first EPL? Do you think they will dominate going forward?
I think they have a possibility to dominate, but they have to look out at their competition and start studying their competition so that they can continue at this consistent rate.
Okay. Natsa, Actually, no. Sorry, before I come to that, so guys, we are right now. We're right now on 278 likes. We're just. I'm a mathematical break. We are some likes away from 300. Like the vid. Like the vid. It doesn't take a few seconds. Let's get to 300 likes, guys. This is a monumental night. This is a historic night. This is Chelsea's night. This is one of the greatest nights. Red Devil, I don't want to hear anything from you. This is one of the greatest nights in history. This is a night that will go down in memory. This is a stream that will go down in memory. And for us to make this a memorable stream, I need you to like the vid, like that damn vid. Just take a moment and hit the like button. Hit that flipping like button, you serious people. Natsa, do you think your arch nemesis, your enemies, your rivals, Liverpool, will now dominate the Premier League for the foreseeable future?
I just think people have fish memory because we're not playing in freaking League On or Serie A. That team is gonna dominate for years. Like I'm not even saying City will challenge it, but this is the Premier League. The money in the Premier League will never allow a team to dominate for a 5-year period or a 7-year period, 10-year period. It's not going to happen. And plus, we cannot forget how old is Salah? 28. How old is Firmino? 28. How old is Mane? 28. How old is Van Dijk? 28. All of the best players are not in their prime years. Like they're in their prime years, but they're gonna go past it soon enough. So I'm not saying City are gonna dominate either, but I'm just saying there's teams like Chelsea. Like for example, Chelsea they have young players in their team that are coming up. They bought new players as well. Like it's never gonna be the same team that are gonna be winning. Even when City won it the first season, people were saying City were going to dominate for years. They have look at their squad, look at their depth. But it doesn't work like that in the Premier League. There's too much money involved. There's no way Liverpool will even if you look at Liverpool this season. At the end of this season, they lost against Chelsea in the FA Cup in a very bad manner. They lost against Atletico in a very very bad manner. They haven't been looking
Don't
at the
forget
same.
Watford, man. Don't forget
Yeah,
Watford.
Watford. So like, there's signs already of them just like you can't keep up a 97-point season, and then I don't know they might even break the record of 100-point season. That consistent. Like, there's no way. It's beyond like I just don't see it. Like people might think that, but it's just overreaction to be honest. And I even see United even coming further up. Like I'm not with Oli though. I think they need a new manager to challenge that. But they have good players, young players coming through, and then that Bruno kid that they signed. So I don't see Liverpool dominating. No, that's what I'm going to say.
Okay. Let me just hit the super chat from Just Person says that Tony has more goals and assists than Aubameyang. He was out for 2 months. Now, does it mean Tony Martial? I think he
must do. He must do.
Okay, well, that's fair. Look, Martial is a better player than Aubameyang. Aubameyang is a better striker. Aubameyang is a better finisher. But I've always rated your boy Tony, man. Okay, let me just hit this one right now from Andre HH. Big shout out to Chelsea. If you were Klopp, would you resign Coutinho this summer? Hell flipping no. Liverpool, get that Coutinho thing out of your brain. Look at Isco. Look at so many other players. Coutinho is finished, and I think Coutinho is only going to detract from Liverpool and what Liverpool are doing. Liverpool need to find a new, fresher, much more exciting number 10 attacking midfielder for their team. Coutinho is only going to take them back. Coutinho is a step backwards in the direction where the Liverpool need to, especially after winning the Premier League, you need to move forward. Stodge, do you think your club Liverpool will start to dominate for the foreseeable future?
I don't. I'm not going to say foreseeable future, but I've always said since this season began, I told them this season we're going to win the Prem, but you're going to see the best Liverpool next season. I promise you. This is a promise. Next season, you'll see something you've never seen before. This season, the issue was too much pressure on the players. That 30-year thing was just on their head, and it kind of ruined every other competition. But I promise next year, treble. I promise.
Whoa. Excuse me? What? No.
I promise.
Are you on crack? What?
Oh man!
I'm telling you right now. I don't know about 5 years because, like the guy said, the Premier League it's unpredictable. There's too much money.
That you will regret afterwards. Did you just say treble?
Sorry, go on.
Listen, again, I promise You don't understand the amount of pressure, these Liverpool fans put on these players to deliver a Premier League title. I promise, next year you'll see a much better.
Yo, Stodge, where you at? Stodge, where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Yeah, can
Stodge?
you hear me? Can
Yeah,
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. Like I was saying, the next 5 years, though, I mean, it's going to be. I can't see 5 years domination. I can see like possibly 2 or 3 Premier League titles, maybe, but not like a full 5 years. But I know this for a fact. Like I was saying, next year you're going to see something incredible. I mean, City might not just give up now. I'm telling them now, you ain't got a chance next year. Maybe 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Next year, everyone should just give up.
Oh no, okay, no, because see, that's why it is very interesting. Because even if I still think that it's still crazy what Stodge is saying, if City gets banned from the Champions League, if De Bruyne leaves, if Pep leaves, and if United or Chelsea don't get a huge signing, that is, I think, is open season for Liverpool. So if certain things happen, which they think, but if certain pieces fall and so much, maybe. But I still feel that De Bruyne will stay. City will still get back in the Champions League, and I still believe it's going to be.
Hey, Josh.
Who knows?
I just want to say something before you say what you're going to say.
Go for it,
I don't know if you've heard, but there's reports coming up from those the court shit that they're doing, that they were gonna take back the ban. It's looking very good for City. They've shown enough proof. I don't know what, but it's looking likely that they're not gonna ban them.
They're going to overturn it.
They're gonna overturn
By the
it,
way,
yeah.
City won't be banned.
Yeah, it's looking very likely because they've shown enough evidence.
Then
it might be money involved in it, so you never know. So
look,
yeah, and Man City is going to win the Champions League this season. That's another promise. I promise you that.
yeah,
I'm backing Man City.
I don't think like we're gonna get Champions League banned that easily. It's gonna probably go on for another season before the other season starts.
Okay, actually, let me bring in your boy Red Devil. So Red Devil, I know you're a United fan. I know you're hurting. I know this is painful, but try and be as objective as possible. With Liverpool getting their first Premier League title, something that Chelsea know a lot about because they have numerous Premier League titles and so forth. I think with Chelsea are the only team that have numerous Premier League titles, numerous Champions League titles, and numerous Europa League titles.
Numerous Champions League titles. You have one Champions League title. Just one.
Devil, let me land.
I love
numerous
H's.
Premier League titles and numerous European titles. Numerous European titles. The only team in England that has that. So, Red Devil, do you believe that Liverpool can dominate English football after they've gotten their very first EPL?
Okay, first and foremost, define what you mean by dominate. Because
so basically, in this next decade, they win 7 out of the 10 Premier League titles.
As a United fan, right? From 92 to 2002, United won 8 Premier League titles. From 2002 to 2012, United won 5 Premier League titles. And in those two instances, 3 of those were back to back. That for me is what I define as dominance. So that's dominance. If you're winning 8 in a decade and even 5, half, and some back to back, that for me is dominance.
Okay.
So if we're talking about standards, that I think will Liverpool do that? Then no, I don't think they will do that. I don't see Liverpool winning 8 Premier League titles in the next decade.
No, okay. Do you see them winning 5?
No, because the thing is that, and this is me, and maybe this is because I've been watching Premier League for quite some time as a young, is that, especially as a United fan, when you'd see almost like a new team coming up, like not a new team coming, but like a challenger, like Arsenal came, with the Invincibles, and people said from that, oh, they're going to have their own dominating legacy. Then Chelsea came along with obviously Abramovich's money. They're going to have a dominating legacy, then City and so on. And every single time, and people forget this, 2 years ago with City, when they reached 100-point thing, everyone's like, it's a new era. They're going to dominate. Exactly. It's going to be absolutely sorted for this and that. And 2 years later, people are saying City need to rebuild. You know what I mean? So football fans and me some have a very short-term memories. And the reality is, I'm trying to be, this is not the United versus Brazil, but as one of the guys mentioned, the money that is in football right now It's so much so we're even waiting for the Newcastle deal to get through, which looks like it's going to be the flag line. So if they do their thing, then goodness knows what Newcastle are going to spend the next 2 or 3 years and so on. So, and that's not ignoring small teams that are being more competitive, like Wolves and Leicester, etc. Because a lot of these clubs are already owned by billionaires. So it's going to be very, very difficult, I think, in my opinion, for any team, and it's not just Liverpool, but for any team in general, to dominate successively for more than 2 or even 3 years. And when you then take into account the reality of the COVID situation, because people forget that, like, before this lockdown, Liverpool put all their staff on furlough. They reversed it like Spurs did. But like, if you're going to put your staff on furlough, that means that you don't have the money to, they reversed the decision. I know that, but it means that Liverpool don't have like hundreds of millions of pounds just go splashing around, because they've obviously lost quite a lot of money during this period, like every other team has. So do I expect, for example, in the summer for Liverpool to go out and spend 120 million on, I don't know, some wonder kid? They couldn't even fork out 40 million on Timo Werner, so I don't know. I think I'm not saying Liverpool aren't going to be competitive next season, but like, let's not be reactionary and just say that
But
based
Red Devil,
on,
but
yeah,
I just want to say something to you.
yeah.
Did you realize that when Liverpool spend, they're gonna have to sell someone? Like, same thing with Coutinho. They sold Coutinho just to buy these players. Like, I don't think the owners are like, they just net spend. They don't spend more than they earn.
But
For
that's what I'm
example,
saying. That's even
yeah,
more so now because of how much money has been lost due to
yeah,
COVID.
exactly.
So
They didn't
like,
even after they won the Champions League. Who did they buy? No one.
well, I told HA just season Liverpool they didn't sign anyone at the beginning of the season.
No.
Yeah.
Liverpool have to sign. If Liverpool don't
Hmm.
make any signings, they can't dominate. It's impossible. You can't dominate with no signings.
Yeah.
Because, and just naturally, players like, it's Pep even said, like if you have the same. One of the reasons why, and Sir Alex Ferguson did this when we're doing this backup, like he'd bring in maybe 1 or 2 or 3 new signings to keep it fresh, do one, to actually create competition for places, to encourage people to say, listen, your spot isn't guaranteed, but 2, to freshen it up, to bring that kind of hunger, because these new players coming in are like, we want to win a title as well. And you've got this winning mentality there, so you can kind of push on and go forward. The problem with having the same players sometimes all the time is that you can sometimes lose, once you've won it, you can lose that subtly, that drive, that motivation to win, because you've kind of already done it. And sometimes you just need that freshness to keep that spot going.
Yeah,
So
same thing with City. Yeah, that's how I feel like we've lost that drive.
Okay. So just to be clear, so Red Devil, so how many titles do you think Liverpool win in this decade?
Maybe anywhere between 3 to 4 at most.
Okay, that's fair.
At most.
Okay, Muntar, what about you? How many titles do you think Liverpool can win? Do you think Liverpool can dominate, man?
Oh, my friend, if City gets banned, bro, I mean they're fucked. City are fucked. I mean that's like a sad reality, to be honest. I mean, how can City, like preserve all these players? I mean, Sane is gone, Fernandinho is gone. I mean, like he's aged, right? Same with David Silva. Same goes for Sergio Aguero. I mean, he's 33, 32, something like that. Like then you left with which players, Jesus and all these guys, right? And the club who's not playing in Champions League, which big stars will come and join? Man City. I'm the players I'm talking, like for example Lautaro or like Haaland, all these youngsters, who's trending right now. So why they will join City if they're not in Prem? But what I believe is that
I don't
their
want
ban
Haaland
will be
anyway, so
yeah, but that's the reason. But I believe that the ban will be reduced from 2 to 1 year. This is what I believe. Might be completely the ban would be revoked completely, possible. Let's see how it goes. But right now, as situation stands, what Red Devil say, I mean, Fergie dominated Prem in a sense, winning 6 in a decade, 5 in a decade, 3 in a row. Why not with Liverpool? They are young in terms of, like, if you see the back 6, right?
But do you see Klopp staying? Do you see Klopp remaining?
Yes. I mean, Klopp staying means he won Champions League, right? So
Yeah.
he doesn't have the European pressure anymore now. He won Prem now as well, so they are motivated to go for another year. And it depends upon the signing. Like, people say, oh, Klopp, he required, like 60 million, 80 million signing. No. Klopp doesn't work like that. That guy is the best manager in the world. He can take 20 million player and make it into like 100 million player, best player. So it doesn't mean that like okay, if they're not signing Werner, it doesn't mean they don't have any other players in the market. No, he can go for many players. For me, what I believe that Klopp should go for a player like Julian Brandt from Dortmund, proper number 10,
Yes.
AM. That's a key. That like that one signing can change many things for the Liverpool in the season. There's some guy who said treble next season. That's utterly bullshit, garbage, rubbish. Because treble is such a legendary achievement. It's not cup of every. I mean, Champions League. Like you cannot tell me, oh, this team is going to win Champions League, before this next season. It's Champions League is the completely different competition when it comes to league competition, right? So that's why if you can see that many City fans are nervous, many Bayern Munich fans still are nervous. Same goes for PSG fans, same goes for Atleti fans. So Champions League is not like guaranteed. So please, okay, yeah. When it comes to league competition, I can see Liverpool winning next year. Because which team might recruit more players next season? City, nah, they are under deep FFP watch, bro. They cannot sign many big players unless they sell someone like Kevin De Bruyne for 100, something like that. Replace some big money transfer. Like that's the only way they can do it for at least for next season. I mean, this summer, not next summer. I'm talking about. Okay. So for me, Liverpool, like they have a really bright chance to win 3 in a row, something like that. What Fergie did, and Klopp, bro, don't underestimate this guy, man. This guy is genius, bro. What he does and what he did with that Liverpool side, 4 years ago. I mean, this guy's good. But when you mean domination, it's not happening like a PSG or like Bayern.
No.
It's not happening that way. Yeah.
This is Uber Eats.
That's why I said define dominance.
It's Bundesliga or Serie A. No.
Yeah, I mean, he can pull out Fergie. Well, Fergie did. I mean, 4-3. Yeah, in the next decade, yeah, possible. Why not? And
Okay, so
one more thing. I just forgot to add one more thing over here. I mean, there's some friction between, not between Klopp, but like Sadio Mane. He pretty much won whatever he wants, like what he could have won with Liverpool. He won Champions League. He won Prem. Now what? Sadio Mane there should be some next destination for this guy, and I don't understand how.
Are you trying to be an agent? Are you trying to?
Bro, this is a sad reality, my friend. This is a sad reality. There is always a challenge. There's many clubs, you can go there.
So basically, why would you win a lovely night for Liverpool?
No, I'm saying, bro. I'm saying because we witness, player like Suarez going through.
Paid by to try and yank money away. That's it.
No.
Worry, you're a horrible person. That's awful. Liverpool fans, you should hate on him.
Add to Monta's point. Actually,
why not? Bro,
Montaha, that was below the bill.
Just to add to Monta's point, actually, though, like people forget AFCON is in January. Salah and Mane are not going to be available from like January to February for the good month because AFCON is.
No, they're actually looking to move that. They're looking to move that to.
Have they confirmed? Have they confirmed? Yeah, they are moving it.
I'm going to check it again, but I've heard reports that they're looking to move it.
Okay, guys. Okay. Time to shift. Okay, we've been happy with it. Time to shift things back to reality. I want to talk about the sick. I want to talk about politics right now. So this is the question for you guys. So the question for everyone now is, what is the potential and what is the upside for Christian Olusegun Pulisic? Because the hate has been too much. There has been too much because see that goal is a goal. Now, let me just be very clear here. Robin is one of the greatest football players of all time. If Casillas did not dope, Robin would be a horseman. If Casillas and the Spanish team did not dope, Robin scores those 2 goals. Robin is a horseman, and I'm one of the happiest people in the world because Robin is one of my idols. But what Pulisic did was Robin-esque in a sense of why Robin is one of the greatest is because Robin is a greedy prick. And greed can be good in football. Sometimes you do need greed in football. So the question is this: what can Pulisic achieve? Can he be even greater than what we deem of in tier 3 or upper tier 3? Is there a way in which he can keep on improving, and he can actually, on a consistent basis, be a consistent match winner for Chelsea? Because something says that he is what he is. He's American. He'll never be this huge guy. He'll never be this massive guy. He'll never do anything. But are we maybe not giving him enough credit? So, Samuel, I'm going to come to you. What is the upside of Pulisic? What can he truly achieve? What can this American eagle, this Captain America, what can this American pie, what can this red, white, and blue, what can this Barack Obama, what can this dude?
Barack Obama.
What can this dude? What can this United States of America? What can this say? Can you seek Brother John said that? What can this dude do? What can he achieve? Can he lead America to a World Cup? Sam, what does he do?
Do you know what? Yeah. This is actually not mostly down to Pulisic himself. This is actually down to if Lampard can develop him, really and truly. Now, what I always say for Chelsea next season, if you're going to get Werner, you're going to get Ziyech. I know you love Tammy Abraham. Next season, you have to drop him. Your front three has to be Pulisic, Ziyech, and Werner. But with Ziyech playing that...
Wait. So who plays striker?
Ziyech will play that Firmino role. And Werner and Pulisic play as inside forwards.
Where's Hudson-Odoi?
Oh, yeah, he's going to be on the bench as well.
Red Devil, can you let someone please speak, man? I keep hearing this underhanded comments. Relax, just chill. Please chill. Just get forth first. Sort out your boy Rashford and Green and them Green Acre or whatever his name is called. Samuel, please speak.
No, because Ziyech is that type of player, he can play in the number 10 as well. But he reminds me a lot of Firmino, where he can find those little pockets of spaces and actually give the space to Werner. Because remember, Werner, a lot of the time we said about Werner was that he's not really good as that lone striker up top. However, if he's an inside forward...
He's a wide attacker. He's a wide dude.
Exactly. So if he's an inside forward, then that can work. And also Pulisic as well. Now, you can see the runs that he was making today. Look how well that worked. Look how well he ran past Fernandinho, Laporte, whoever was in centre-back at that time. Look how well he just ran past them. Now, if you can play a fluid front three between them, I think Pulisic will be a very, very good player. The sky's the limit with him. I won't lie to you. He's a very talented player. He can be the next American icon. He with the whole branding and everything.
Another thing. Is he? Because I already say he's the best American player that we've ever seen. Would you say he's the best American player that we've ever seen? In terms of just football,
I think he can.
Ability.
I think he can. I have to see what he does with America in the World Cup as well, because that's also quite a big thing. If he makes America do decently in the World Cup, then we can say, yeah, he's the best American player that we've ever seen. Because Donovan is, to the Americans, he's the best. But I don't even know about that guy. I don't even know about him. I don't even know I can't remember what team he played for. But anyways, yeah, but Pulisic, the sky's the limit with him. His ability is great. I love the way he cuts in. I love his shot. He's got a good eye for goal. He's fast, very dangerous, especially on the counter attack. Yeah.
So okay. So what do you, so if you were to make a prediction, what is his ceiling? Is his ceiling Ballon d'Or, podium? Is his ceiling top 5 in his position? Is his ceiling tier 3, tier 2? What is his ceiling? What do you think he can reach?
I think if I'm gonna be realistic with his ceiling, I won't say Ballon d'Or, but I'll say if he can be top 5 in his position in the world, then yes. I'll take that.
Okay. Wilson, the sick. What can he do? What can he achieve? How great can he be?
Oh, Pulisic, he can achieve anything he said he's mind to. The only thing I would say he needs to improve.
Who the hell is this, Alex? Who the hell is this, Alex Morgan?
Women's football, man. Women's USA team captain.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
Wilson, easy. Look. Hashtag me too. Wilson, continue.
Yeah, Pulisic, yeah, he's still young. He can really improve. The only thing I would say he needs to improve on, like, how to be stronger on the ball, able to hold off players, like, around those tight areas and stuff like that. And, well, he's getting better at finishing. Like, he's getting to be, like, a clinical goal. Because when you saw him in that today game, you saw how usually time is really against you when you play soccer. When you're a really bad finisher, when you have so much time, you're like, yo, what should I do? She got kicked the ball. But the way he passed that ball against Ederson, like it was so clinical. He knew exactly what he was gonna do. And that little bit skill move he did against Mendy to kind of get past him and use his speed. That was a really smart play. But I wouldn't say he's I don't want to put him down or anything, but I'm not. The sky's the limit for the guy. I can't really say what he's gonna. I don't know the future. The sky's the limit for him. But I do know Lampard can really improve this guy because Lampard is one of the best midfielder who ever played the game. I'm pretty sure he can improve the dude.
So do you think that he is the best American player that we've ever seen, or we need to see more? Because I already think like he's the best American player we've ever seen. Because anyone that says Clint Dempsey or Landon Donovan is smoking crack. So do you think he's the best we've ever seen?
I can't say that yet because London Donovan has scored in a World Cup. He has done more for USA. I can't really say he's the best player right now, but he has the potential to be the greatest American soccer player of all time. But I still have to give it to London Donovan. That's who the American worship. So I got to go along with the flow.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to stop you there. It's not soccer, it's football.
Yeah, no, Wilson.
Oh dear.
If you say soccer again, Wilson, if you say soccer again, I'm gonna take out a rocket launcher and blow your eyeballs out. So please don't. That's what is bad. That's what is savage there. Don't you ever in your life say soccer again. I'm begging you. So wait. So before I come to let me hit the super chat here. So Sadragon, did this dude just say yeah, he did. Okay, look, let me be clear here. Now, people are saying Carly Lloyd. Guys, you see, you've picked me at a very wrong time. I've had about how many have I had? I've had about 5 or 6 shots of this Jack Daniels and everything. So I am holding my tongue because I don't want to get cancelled. I don't want to get anything, but I'll try and be as nice as possible.
Hey, Chage, we need that real, bro.
Let me do it. I love and respect women's football. I respect anything like that.
Listen, to allow you. We will allow you. Run your mouth. We will allow you.
Just that. Don't get cancelled, bro.
She won a World Cup, to be fair. Got a World Cup.
Okay. Another thing about women's football is that it is very entertaining. I'm just not sure whether I'm watching football. So that's what I'm saying is that. So when you say Carly Lloyd and everything, I don't view them as football players. They play different sports. And that's all I'll say. So you can't say Carly Lloyd and thingy. They're not football players. They're doing it.
Hatred, bro. You're sexist, bro.
Just entertaining because I will be the first to pay for female mod wrestling. I'll be the first to pay for female mod wrestling, which I think is a great sport, which should be introduced. Wow. Female nude mod wrestling. But before I get myself into trouble, let me quickly move because I'm already digging my hole here. Dan Spence, talk to me about the sick. How great can the sick be? Can the sick be one of the true great American icons of the sportsman?
He's already an American icon.
So do you think he is the best? Okay, 2 questions. Do you think he's the best American player already? What do you think is his ceiling? World class, Ballon d'Or winner, top 3 in his position, best player in Europe, best player in the Premier League. What do you think his ceiling is?
I think he can be a top 10 player in his position because he's very direct. So he's got that low center of gravity. He can run really fast with the ball. It's quite frightening, to be honest. For an opposing defender. I think he can be one of the top 10 players in his position in the world. If he can keep adding goals to his game, because I think he's already scored more goals this season than he did for his best season at Dortmund. And, so the sky's the limit, really.
And do you think he's the best American player of all time?
Yes, hands down. He's better than Landon Donovan. I don't know who else.
Is he better than Carly Lloyd?
Yes.
Is he better than Alex Morgan?
100%.
Is he better than Pamela Anderson? Okay. That's much. So let me address this. So Sean Walsh, who is of course this amazing thespian who thinks he's Einstein and is very smart, very well spoken dude, very intelligent. He's very well spoken, very I don't know. He says the term soccer originated in England, LL, which obviously is an insult towards me. Now, Sean Walsh, as I said again, I've had a few of these, which I recommended. Jack Daniels, Tennessee Honey, cut the check because I'm giving you free promo. I don't give a damn where the hell it originated from. Okay. When people say football in America, to me, that is American egg ball. Either American egg ball or American rugby. Football isn't NFL. Football is your foot connected to the ball. So Americans trying to say football is NFL, you're brainless. Call it what it is, American rugby or American egg ball. Football, as how it is known in the world, because this is the greatest sport in the world. When you say football, it relates to the great game, the beautiful game, the game that everyone loves. Soccer is a term only used in America. Please keep up to speed. Thank you very much. So I test. How good can the sick be? Can the sick be one of the goats of the game?
My boy, Captain America. Yeah. When we talk about future best players in the world, we of course have the Mbappes, the Ousmane Dembélés, the Jadon Sanchos. I think they're going to be the best. They're going to be the ones that carry the torch when Messi and Ronaldo retire. And I think he's going to be in the level just below that with the, I would say, Anthony Martial's, with the, with these sorts of players. I think he's going to be the level just below the Ousmane Dembélés, the Mbappes. And I've always believed in Christian Pulisic. I think his close control, his dribbling, it reminds me of Eden Hazard. I don't think he's as good as Eden Hazard.
Easy. Yeah, World Cup semi. Until he does it in a World Cup semi, you can't say Hazard's name.
I'm not saying he's as good as Hazard. I'm just saying like when he dribbles, the movement, it reminds me of Eden Hazard. The close control is amazing. The way he links up with other players. He has a brain as well, unlike Marcus Rashford. Yeah, he can play with his teammates. So, and he's also got a couple goals in him. Whenever Lampard has brought him on, he scores for you. He scored a hat-trick earlier on in the season. He scored the other game 3 days ago, and he scored today. I think when it comes to his potential, I think he'll be just a level below the Mbappes, the Ousmane Dembélés, the Sanchos. And whether he's the best American player of all time, yes, he is. Who is there? Like, let's be real. There's nobody.
I've got one.
People are saying Alex Morgan and Carly Lloyd.
No, not them.
Who's that?
Well, I mean, you could argue Tim Howard potentially.
You see, the whole
you could in terms of level and what he did for USA.
Like you could say level, but I still say that as good as a keeper he was he ever a world-class keeper? I never would call him a world-class. He was a very good keeper. He was never world-class. He was never he's amongst the best keepers in the world right now. He just had that one amazing game against Belgium at the World Cup, and that was it. So
it's just when you define like longevity, like he was a keeper like at the highest level for quite some time. Like, so I think with Pulisic, I'll let obviously it's in vain, but like we need to see, like with anything, we need to see it over a couple of seasons as opposed to like just judging it based on one season. So for me, I'll come in later.
For me, Tim Howard was like a Schmeichel, Kasper Schmeichel, for Leicester, that kind of caliber.
Okay, no, yeah. I don't know.
And World Cup as well. Like we haven't seen Christian Pulisic on World Cup yet.
Okay, wait, let me bring in your boy. So Abdullahi, do you have a mic there? Abdullahi, do you have a mic there?
My mic is working.
Abdullahi.
It's working. It is working.
Let me hype you up.
I want to talk.
Abdullahi, let me hype you up. Let me hype you. Now look, Abdullahi has been an ardent Chelsea supporter. So Abdullahi, before we even talk about any of this nonsense, Abdullahi, first talk to me about all of the people who hated and doubted Chelsea.
I know them. I can.
Let me land. Talk to me about Chelsea's performance. Talk to me about Pulisic, and talk to me about what Chelsea did against all odds, and talk to me about how much Liverpool now owe Chelsea.
Okay. Firstly, I think Munta is an Red Devils are here. I think they're listening to me. I said it yesterday to them. I said I came out boldly and said Chelsea's gonna win with confidence. I came out.
I can testify that. Yeah,
Chelsea will win.
Abdullah was pretty confident yesterday. Yeah,
I was
he said that.
I was 100% confident that Chelsea will win. The reason was because Lampard will never ever go out on Pep Guardiola 1v1 because how to beat Pep Guardiola you have to be defensive and attack. Defense and attack, all defensive. The way Man United beat them this season, Man United doesn't attack them. Man United were very defensive and counter-attacking them. That's how you beat them. That's how you beat Man City. I said it. I don't hate Pep. I have an agenda against Pep. I've been saying it ever. Everything you do for Man City. I have an agenda against Pep. I'll keep saying it. We have to win the Champions League in Man City before I drop my agenda.
This is that. You see, so many people. He literally just said he literally has an agenda against the human. Preach.
I have an agenda against him. I've been saying it from day one. That guy will never change his tactic. Even if he's losing 10-0, he won't change his tactic. I can't work with that kind of coach. You cannot spend $500 billion and half a dollar or half a million, and you still can't deliver a champ. This is your fourth season, number 4 in EPL. You still can't win something. People can say he's one of the best. I don't care. If you want to be one of the best, you have to win the Champions League for me. I don't care. I don't care. That Champions League has to be delivered for Man City. If he doesn't win Champions League, you have to induct him. You have to induct. Yes.
I will. If he doesn't win, I'll induct him. Don't worry. Class C.
You have to induct Pep because you cannot spend that kind of amount of money and you don't. People kind of come out and say he's the best manager. Best what? Your pancakes is there. I'll give it. Zinedine Zidane is ahead of Pep at the moment. Carlo Ancelotti is ahead of Pep. You cannot be telling me Pep. No, Pep is not even my top 5. He's in my top 10 at the moment. Yes, top 10 at the moment. I'm serious. He's top 10 at the moment. He hasn't shown me anything at all. For rating. I'm not gonna let Pep. I said it. If he wins that Champions League, my agenda is over. It's completely over. It is.
Which they won't, bro. Which they won't. Don't worry.
If Man City get knocked out, we have to do a hanger after, straight after.
Wait, Samuel. Maybe you're new. Easy. I'll be like, chill, man, chill. Samuel, maybe you're new. I don't think you understand how things work. Do you know what emergency hangouts are? Anytime that key things happen that hype me up, we do an emergency hangout the minute it finishes. So just that it won't happen. If Pep gets knocked out, we're doing a 10-hour stream. We're doing like a 24-hour stream going to the next day.
25 hours.
Talk. Preach. See, I'm like, I'm giving you an infinitum. Please talk everything you've held in your power. Talk.
Lucifer Ramos, if Pep Guardiola lose against this team, you have to induct this guy. I beg, please. I don't want to any Pep Guardiola fans in this hangout, please. If that guy lose against Real Madrid, don't come out, please. Just don't show yourself. Do not. I'm saying it now. Do not, because this guy has.
No, but Abdullah, again, I'm saying, like I just want to be devil or advocate of a year,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still, losing to a really good team, it's nothing to worry on or shame about that for Pep Guardiola. Like, let's be honest, this is Champions League ultimately. This is not FA Cup. No, but this is not FA Cup, bro.
I understand. If you want to compare the Real Madrid of 2018 or to the Man City of this year, Pep Guardiola literally, you know how much he spent in Man City? You know Gabriel Jesus, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan. I can keep mentioning those players he bought for you. 60 million, 70 million, 80 something million. Laporte, all those players. Do they not win him Champions League? Let's go back to Bayern Munich. He has picked Lewandowski. No, Lewandowski, for me, I will put Lewandowski in top 3 right now because he's very clinical. When he talks about a striker who knows how to score goals, Lewandowski is there. But when you have picked Lewandowski and you are telling me you can't deliver a Champions League, people should understand why he was sacked in Bayern Munich. We need to understand that. Why was he sacked? There must be
he wasn't sacked.
He wasn't sacked. He left. He left, man. He left.
There must be something he's doing that is not doing good that he left. Why? Because he can't deliver them in Champions League. You can't spend that kind of money and you can't still deliver Champions League. Yes, you won Champions League with a Bayern.
No, Abdullah. The reason he left because he lost the dressing room.
Why? Why didn't let it dressing room? Because he can't deliver what they want. He can't.
No. It's more about playing style, and they recently said in the German media as well.
Football. So.
Okay, Abdullahi. I want to just get, so how good do you think Christian Pulisic can be? What do you think his ceiling is? How far do you think he can reach? Pulisic.
I think for me, credit has to be given to Lampard first because the way he treated Pulisic from the beginning of the season. When Pulisic was bought from Borussia Dortmund, people was like, even Klopp came out and said it, that in 2-3 years, this guy's gonna be a very good player because he trained Pulisic a lot when he was in Dortmund. He came out and said Chelsea are getting a gem of a player in Christian Pulisic. He said it. So when all credit has to be given to Lampard, the way he treated Pulisic from the season, when the season started, the way he treated him, because people were bashing on Lampard when he bring up player. He doesn't use it. I said, chill, guy. This is EPL. It's different than Bundesliga. This guy needs to adapt to the EPL first before you can kind of say he's ready to play. Now he's playing. He's showing how good of a player he is. He's showing how good of a player he is at the moment. Right now, I won't even say you have to put him below Kylian Mbappe. Those below.
Come on.
I'm drinking alcohol, so I'm very hype. Abdullah,
chill.
Just say that
you're doing so well.
Let me explain my reason. When you talk about player, people, especially United fans, they need to understand this. There's a difference between Rashford and Mbappe. There's a huge difference between that. Mbappe is a baller. When you talk about complete player, Kylian Mbappe is it. When you talk about player, is Rashford. There's a difference. There's a huge difference between a complete dynamic player is Kylian Mbappe. He has all the attributes of a player. He has it. But when you talk about a normal player, is Rashford. For me, it's Rashford. People may disagree, but for me, a complete baller is Kylian Mbappe because he has everything he wants in a player. So you can't compare.
Yeah, but you said Pulisic is just under
below.
What were you basing it on? Like two games?
No, what I'm basing on is on if
Red Devil is what he feels.
If he keep on playing the way he's playing like this, if he keep on performing the way he's performing this way, I'm gonna put him below Jadon Sancho and Kylian Mbappe because those players have performed. We've seen them this season. Mbappe has been performing.
Abdullahi, but there are many young talents coming. For example, like Sane as well. Sane's not young, but Sane is more talented than Pulisic, bro. I mean, his potential is higher. His ceiling is way higher than Pulisic. Like, let's be honest with you.
I even get Sane high because I don't know what is wrong with Pep. I don't know what Pep is smoking.
But that's a different thing, bro. But like when you're rating Pulisic, Gnabry as well.
Gnabry is
Gnabry is good. That's what I'm saying. On a consistent level, if he plays the way he's playing now, you have to rate him high because player cannot be showing you how good he is. That you can't just rate him high. I keep saying it. I'm not going to.
I asked you a question. How good do you think Pulisic can be, man? Just tell me, man. How good can the guy be? Man? What's his ceiling?
For me, as I would say, for me right now, I'll put him top tier 3 at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, Gatlock, is your mic working?
Yeah. What up?
Gatlock.
Oh,
no. Let me So, Gatlock, first of all, you're one of those dudes that likes to run his mouth. You're one of those dudes that likes to jokes because you love your sarcasm. I see you in the comments. I see everything. You never ever escape. You're like Martin Rosario. You and Martin Rosario are like long lost cousins because you think you're humorous, and you guys you can be quite funny. But Gatlock, I think this is where you take an L. Hence why I think for this stream I'm going to refer to you as Latlock. So Latlock.
Excuse me.
Latlock. Yeah, I said it. Latlock. I didn't stutter. Latlock. So Latlock. Can you please, first of all, apologize to me? So I need 3 apologies. I need you to apologize to me. I need you to apologize to Lampard, I need you to apologize to Pulisic. So I need those 3 apologies first. Then afterwards, can you talk to me about what Chelsea achieved against Man City? So first of all, can I get those 3 apologies? Latlock. Wait,
Relax.
what's that?
What the message? Roman Abramovich! We won't take
So you're trying to bring in these racist Chelsea.
We won't take the knee!
Look, Latlock. Can you please just answer? You can't escape this. Last rock, we can't escape this. Can you just please just give me my 3 apologies? Don't try and
Nah. Look. That's what I just did right now was to tell you I ain't apologizing to Chelsea for any shit, man. That's 1. 2, you don't have it on record that I ever said you guys were going to lose. That's 2. And 3, my issue with Chelsea was never the fact that you guys cannot get top 4. That top 4 is you guys. I mean, it's top 4. I mean, come on. As in, my ceiling is usually higher, so I can understand that a Chelsea team wants to get 4th. It's understandable. But, dude, it's the semi-finals and the challenging Liverpool that got me on your ass, man. That's it, man. Look, good win for Chelsea, but ultimate win for Liverpool, man. Okay? Great win for Liverpool. Let's not forget, today is their day, man. After 30 years, man, they won their 19th title. I mean, come on, man. I mean, those guys they are G's, man. And this started with Klopp, man. I think we need to have a serious conversation about Klopp.
Thank you,
done for both Dortmund and Liverpool. We have to have a conversation about Klopp, man. This guy is a G, let's be honest, man. I mean, he went to Dortmund and challenged Bayern and won a title, man. Got them to a Champions League final, and then came to Liverpool. It took a while, but he did it, man. He got to a Champions League final, 2 in a row, 1-1, and now has delivered them a title by trashing this team who literally were 100 points just a few seasons ago and went to 98 points the season after that. I mean, come on. I mean, if you think about it, there's a chance that Liverpool overall could surpass that whole 198 points if they win all their games this season, man. So, I mean, if you count the 97 points this season.
What's the record in the Premier League? Is it 108?
I think 103. I'm not sure. Is it 103?
103.
It's 100.
103.
It's 100.
It's 100.
It's 100. City broke it. It's 100.
100.
Yeah, City broke it. It's 100.
Like 107 points.
107. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Well, they can definitely do it. They can definitely do it.
Exactly, man. So yeah, kudos to Liverpool, man. They deserve it. Look, they've been waiting for this for a long time, man. They've won Champions League between that time. Look, they deserve it, hands down, man. Those are the guys that need celebration to them, man. Let's be honest. Liverpool fans, congratulations, man. You guys deserve it.
Talk to me about Pulisic, though. Do you think that's a lot more love and a lot more praise for what he did?
Yeah, man. Look, Pulisic is a decent player. Let's be honest.
What do you mean by
decent? Yes.
Yeah, he's a decent player, man. I mean, come on. He ain't no ZH of Hazard, but like he's decent. He's a decent player. He's 21. Relax, man. I mean, come on. This dude is like a super sub for Chelsea. Relax, okay? We can't. Let's judge him through a whole season before we actually start. Come on. Relax, man. I mean, Giroud used to do this for Chelsea. I mean, for us now.
Hey, who mentioned Giroud, man?
It's like, it's the truth, man. Let's look. I'm telling you guys,
my friend. This is a celebratory stream. What kind of nonsense?
And I celebrated Liverpool. What is your deal? I celebrated.
Mate,
I remember when Chelsea fans were gassed about Morata when he did similar,
exactly. Did Morata score a hat trick once?
Yeah, he did.
I got your eye test approval.
Morata's awesome.
And he got your eye test approval. Relax.
Can you just talk, man?
So, like Pulisic is a decent player, man. He's a great super sub for Chelsea. But let's see where he goes. He's 21. He still has many more years to develop. Okay? Well, relax. Don't gas him too much for one game, okay? That's something English fans always do, man. You gas a player up after one game. That's how you want to give Morata eye test approval. I mean, come on, dude. Relax. Just
And never said
relax,
never said
okay?
anything. You're lying, Mr. Receipts. Go on, the talk, man.
Give me a sec. I'm coming.
Okay, that's it. Look, if you bring any receipts, I'm not gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna mute you. And but before this guy brings in receipts, not
Then stop lying, bro. Relax, man.
Bro,
Okay,
HH.
Can you finish your point so I can go to someone else? Just finish your good point.
Look. Like I said, man, cheers to Liverpool. They deserve it. Hands down, they deserve it. And Chelsea, you guys did a good job, man. You've been in the Champions League next season with Werner and Ziyech. You guys will improve next season, okay? And this was a good win against City, who, let's be honest, this season they've not done much, but they are still a great team with De Bruyne. This was not a weak team. You guys did well to get your points, man. Kudos to you guys. But let's not forget what this night is really all about. It's about Liverpool, man. Let's not deviate from that, okay?
But look,
Okay,
how do you rate
Chelsea won the
How do you rate Guardiola? How do you rate him?
How do I rate Guardiola?
Hey, Gato, be careful.
Yo, relax, okay? Look, Guardiola is a good guy, okay? He's a domestic merchant. he's a domestic merchant. He
has two seals. He has two seals. Bro.
With Messi, relax. Okay?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He has two seals.
Enrique has one seal.
Go Wikipedia.
Rate him, Joe. Rate him.
Relax. Look, Pep Guardiola is a great manager, okay?
Top 3 of all time
in the league. Relax. What the hell, dude? Relax.
Top 3. Top 3 of all time.
Top 3.
And he's not.
What? Top 3. What?
He's not second or third.
Top 3 domestic. Dude. Okay, not overall.
Top 3 even domestic. Dude, I won't go that far all time.
He's top 3 domestic. Okay, dude. Double H. I've been warning you about this thing. You need to stop spreading your smoke, man. You've given it to this dude with the Guardiola. DP on. Relax, man. You need to stop
I don't smoke any crap that says Pep is top 3 all time.
No. If it's not me that's smoking, okay. Let's just say no. I am either convinced Abdullahi is your clone, or you paid him money, or you've given him your weed.
Like I said already,
those three. This man has also named himself Double A. Okay. He's named himself Double A.
I mean, for that new content crack, click over here. That's Double A to start. For that new content crack. Why is it always crack with you, man? Why is it always smoke with you?
Okay, what was my point? What was the question? Give me the question.
Okay, so the point is, how good do you think Pulisic can be? What do you think his ceiling is?
I don't know, bro. Look, in terms of counter-attacking play, he's very good. But when it comes to opening a team up without just playing defensively, very defensive, I don't think he has that imagination like Hazard would have for Chelsea. Like, I don't think he has that in him. He's just, like Gatlock said, although I wouldn't like to agree with Gatlock, he's just a decent player for now. But I will give him credit for today. But the main reason he scored that goal was Mendy is a brick. Just remember that.
No, but he forced
No. What issue? What issue?
He had to finish. He still had to finish.
He had to finish, but did he not see Mendy's bad tackle to get it? He just needed to hold him and wait for people to support him behind him. That's all the thing he needs to do.
But
he just went for the tackle.
Credits for the finish.
The finish was nice. I said I credited him, but the main reason he scored was Mendy's mistake.
Now I'll tell you, but there was a presence of mind. He saw that there's a miscommunication. If you watch that, like, you know what he did, he immediately realized that there is a press. You know, you need to press, and then I mean, and you need to give him that credit.
But I'll give him credit. But usually Chelsea just press anyway, so it's not like it's something out of the blue that he did. They always
but
press.
like finishing was there as well.
Yeah, I credit him. But the main reason, let's just not forget, the main reason was because of that mistake. That wouldn't have happened if that didn't.
You almost got the second goal from clearance from Walker too. You almost got second goal with Laporte. That was that mistake.
And when the second goal came in, Laporte wasn't on the pitch, and Zinchenko came on. So let's just keep it. Let's just
just real quick, and then I'll come back to you guys. Let me just say super chat. So from the other side, say that Latlock speaking the truth. Pulisic got run out of Dortmund by an 18-year-old in Sancho. It took Liverpool more than a while. What is this, like 30 years? Saeed, I can smell the salt in your words. I can smell the salt in your words. I repeat again, for United fans, this is a very dark
Don't
day.
worry,
This is a
Said. I've got an important stat to tell HH about Pulisic when he
Oh,
lets me speak.
okay,
So
yes,
I love that.
I get it, but still, I think this is a celebratory stream, and I think people need to give Pulisic the credits that he deserves. They need to love Pulisic, they need to give him the credit he deserves. Now, Red Devil Studio. I know that you're a researcher because I know that you work in medicine, so you're obsessed with stats. So, what's bogus stats that I hope is real, and I hope that this isn't like a Hazam sponsored stats?
No.
What do you have to reveal to us, man?
What do I have to reveal to it? It's more like a reminder. So I think the first thing I'll say before I reveal it is that I think, as Gatlock said, this is actually, I think, in terms of Pulisic and how he will be, is more on Lampard as a coach, okay, than necessarily like it'll be obviously a combination between player and coach, but I think it's how Lampard will develop him is to where Pulisic's level will be. Now, in terms of the reminder, because people have clearly forgotten, if people remember Pulisic, obviously, and you say HH, that international performances, stuff like that is important. And here you're talking about Pulisic is the best American player ever. Okay, well, hang on for a second. Pulisic has been playing for the American national team since 2016. If you remember, America were not part of the World Cup 2018. Why? Because they lost in the last round to Trinidad and Tobago, and my friend Pulisic was playing. And those games up until beforehand. And don't tell me that the USA national team the US national team quality was not better than Trinidad and Tobago. I'm not hearing that at all. So, like, he couldn't even qualify the last World Cup. He couldn't even qualify the USA national team against Trinidad and Tobago. You're saying like he's the best American ever? Come on, compared to Tim.
Red Devil, hold on, Red Devil. Red Devil. I have a question.
Yeah. Wait, let me respond. You see, I said that as an individual, he's the best American player ever. I do believe that Robin also played for Holland when they failed to qualify either for a Euros or a World Cup.
Are you comparing CONCACAF to the Euro qualifiers? Trinidad and Tobago.
Let me just make my point.
Okay.
So, Robin was part of a Netherlands team who failed to qualify from the Euros, and I think they lost to some sideshow bombs. But my point is, still as an individual, remember, this is still a team game, still 11-11. Still, my thing was he is the best player in terms of his ability, his talent, and what he can do, and how good he is at the game of football. He is the best football player to come out of America because, again, whether it's a Landon Donovan or Clint Dempsey, maybe they were part of teams, coaching, and a setup which made them a more effective team. But as an individual, there's never been an American player as good, as talented, or with the kind of ability that Pulisic has. So it doesn't get me.
Can I just ask, why do you always say ability footballer? Just say objectively, who is the best American player ever?
Oh no, because greatness and ability are two different things. If you want to see greatness, people would argue Landon Donovan based on him being the first kind of American superstar, and that's what he did to be the first and help to popularize the American team.
So why is Tim Howard, like when I brought Tim Howard, I know he's a goalkeeper, so I know Tim Howard, but like why is he not in the conversation given what he did?
If I was it is a debate between Donovan and Tim Howard. I'd maybe say Tim Howard based on what he did, but also he had a better club career than Landon Donovan did. So I'd argue that, maybe taking everything into account, plus what he did in the club game, I'd say Tim Howard is...
And also international as well. You've got to bring into what Tim Howard did for internationally for like US as well. Yes, of course, they didn't win a World Cup, but when he was in the squad...
the game against Belgium.
Yeah, they always qualified as well, where they got to tournaments, etc. So
but see, greatness is different from ability. Those are two different things. So ability is just how good are you? Because the whole thing is like America don't care about football. They call it soccer. They have no interest, and they'll never sniff a World Cup. But the thing about Pulisic is, of all the American players I've seen, because I never rated Dempsey, I never rated Donovan, I never rated any of these Americans, I never rated Claudio Reyna, although that Gio Reyna looks interesting. But the first American player that I've seen who is like, oh, this guy actually knows how to play the sport and actually is actually something. But even when I saw him in Dortmund, I was like, no, this guy is different from Dempsey. Donovan were like, okay, these are just decent players. They're decent, but there's nothing technically proficient about it. There's nothing about them that, oh, these guys can really do something. But for Pulisic, he can really do something. And I've never said that he's world class. I never said that. I never said that. I just said that he is the best American player that there is.
Yeah, which is I know all I'm more is arguments that like at the end of the day, like it's also longevity. So like let's see what happens. Like let's see like in the next season if he does this, if he steps a level, like and obviously in combination with Lampard, then yeah, of course he's the potential to be one of the best players in the world. I've got no doubt about that. But I've been here before. We've been here before when we've got players who've done like and this is even like he's had 2 or 3 really good games for Chelsea this season. I don't disrespect that, but let's see him do that consistently for Chelsea next season before we say that like he's the best. Because for me personally, I will always take consistency at a top level over 3 or 4 really good games, but nothing really to show for that. So Tim Howard has at least has something to show for his consistency. You know, Pulisic at the moment in time does not. So, you know, let's see what happens.
All right, Gatlock. You wanted to say something before thingy. What you want to say?
Oh yeah, no. Red Devil was talking about Pulisic being there during World Cup qualifying. Do you know any other top country that didn't qualify for the World Cup 2018? Italy. Oh, great. Who plays in midfield for Italy? Just trying to remember. Oh yeah, that dude.
Jorginho.
No. It's only Verratti I care about. Okay. Thanks for. I just wanted to remember. Thank you very much.
Gatlock, nothing you say will take the fact that you've been made to look like. That's why you're called Latlock. You're called Latlock because Chelsea proved you wrong. You said City would bury Chelsea. That's what you said.
I never said that, bro.
Wait.
I never said that.
Latlock, where's my apology? Latlock, where's my apology?
I never said Chelsea will bury.
Can I also say Mason Mount actually had a really good
I
game
stopped
as well.
caring about the Premier League since Liverpool got like 22 points ahead. Come on, man.
Okay,
my attention has shifted to La Liga.
Okay, good. Let me ask you this. Let me. Sorry, Muntaha, have you spoken?
No.
Okay, so how good do you think Pulisic can be? What do you think his ceiling is upside?
Okay, so what I've seen, from his Dortmund days, like what he's doing in Chelsea, maximum, mid-tier 2 level player. When I mean that, like what I've seen from his skill set, like the quality he possesses on the ball. I mean, he has like great acceleration. He usually go on the wide side of the pitch rather than playing more centrally, which shows that he's good, but he's not technically that proficient with the ball, on his feet. Okay, he understands, he anticipates the spaces where he should play. But for me personally, he's more of an effective player than a great footballer. That's my definition for Pulisic. What I've seen, I might be wrong, but like most of the time when I see this kind of players, they're really effective. For example, Raheem Sterling, his ceiling is, I believe, is like a Raheem Sterling ceiling. What Raheem Sterling is doing, in Prem. I mean, like for me personally, I don't think so. He's at the level of Rashford, because Rashford have a room for improvement as well, but different kind of player slightly. But Rashford can, he can score many goals and like Rashford.
So who's better, Rashford or Pulisic? Who do you say is better, Rashford or Pulisic?
I mean, Rashford's better for me. Yeah, I mean, Rashford possesses more threat to the position than Pulisic. I believe Pulisic is not that good in a possession team as well. I can say that he's not Hakim Ziyech. For you guys, Hakim Ziyech is a baller for you guys. Telling you, Pulisic he gives you different dynamism of the game, mostly counter-attacking based, which is a really good side. It's not a bad thing to have that kind of player, but still not at the world-class level, or even potential. I would say to be you can say that he's the best American or most talented American footballer, but that's not achievement in world football. Okay, in America, that's a completely different situation. But when we're talking about like European football, that's like, I mean, nothing. It's like, I mean, countries like Scotland have more talent than states, so that's nothing big, I believe. But his good player will be really effective for Chelsea in the long run. And there was one Liverpool guy, I forgot his name, who said that Chelsea needs to be more fluid, if he wants to be successful. And which I agree with him. If you use like this guy as a free roam, like in a sense, more
Free roll.
fluid.
That's the key thing.
Yeah,
Movement
yeah,
and free roll. Movement and
yeah,
free
yeah,
roll.
yeah.
Yeah,
This guy will be super effective. Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
and when
basically,
you have
sorry,
sorry.
sorry, just to add on to Montano's point because I was the one that said that. Basically, just give Pulisic and Werner the inside forward role, and then put Ziyech behind them as like a Firmino role to give them the balls and to give them the space. But yeah, sorry, carry on, Montano.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, bro. So if you see that Pulisic is that kind of player, you cannot really depend upon this guy. No, 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 no. Like, I mean, for example, Man City cannot depend upon Raheem Sterling to, score 20, 25 goals every. Oh, he scores. That's something completely different scenario. But they're not depending upon Raheem Sterling. So I think so he can work as a Raheem Sterling Chelsea in future or something like that. And if you tell me top 10, top 20, I mean top 15, bro, this position of wide players or flank or wingers or inside forwards, bro, this is the most competitive, demanding position in world football. Every year there is a new talent, on this flank position. So if you tell me like, okay, next 5 years, 4 years, it will be top 10. Nah, I don't like right now as per his skill set. No, I cannot say he will be top 10. Yes, but one of the best in Prem, possible. Most effective, possible. Like Sterling, yeah. That's what I believe.
Okay. So now I want to ask something that's going to be a bit spicy. It's a bit spicy. So for the last half hour, I want to get spicy. Liverpool fans. So they are definitely the most vocal, the most vociferous, and the most active on Twitter. It used to be Arsenal fans, but since things have sort of gone a bit awry, I think Arsenal fans are a bit more quiet now. So they've won the Premier League right now. They've been negotiating for a long time, but let's now keep things real. So I want to keep things real and spicy. Do Liverpool fans have they earned the right, and are they justified in celebrating as much as this because they've waited so long for their first Premier League title, or is it a case of them over celebrating because Chelsea have won it numerous times? Or when they won it for the first time, it wasn't that big a deal, and many people have won it numerous times. So, is it a case of them being a bit too overexcited with the fact that it's just a Premier League title? We need win if you want to be that big, win 3 or 4 or 5 more, or do they deserve to go as crazy as they should? Now, before I come to Simon, let me just hit the super chat from your boy Yes side. Says United States have the best talent in the world, but in terms of football, United States are very racist. I've always said this about America, that America can win the World Cup, can win the numerous World Cups because America have the racial groups and the different racial populations to win a World Cup. The issue is that they put more stock in middle to upper class white women. Hence why their best team are those soccer moms and so forth who play football. That's why you hear guys like Carly Lloyd and Alex Morgan, which is a shame because football is a world sport. And I just think it's unfortunate that your women are more prominent in football than your men. But if America cared about for football and they invested money, they would win the World Cup because they can put a team full of South Americans, Italians, Mediterraneans who all live in America because America is just a melting pot of different racial groups. So, Samuel, should Liverpool fans be celebrating this much and be this crazy, or do you think that it is slight overexcitement because at the end of the day, it's just one Premier League title? What do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at two sides to this because there's these Liverpool fans that obviously are old enough to have seen the teams in the 70s and the 80s. Obviously, it was very regular with them. They were winning like the league every year. And then you got fans like me. I'm only 22, so I've never actually seen Liverpool win a title until now. You have to look at it and you have to see that the reason why we are so excited because it has been 30 long years. I mean, a lot of people like me have probably grown up in primary school and secondary school or even university or whatever, even work, have been bantered so much for how many years that we haven't won this one trophy. Like, we've won the Champions League, but we haven't won the Premier League. And I think the overexcitement is because of this just relief. And if you actually look at it, 2008 and 9, we lost the title by 2 points to Man United. Was it 2 or 4 points to Man United?
Yeah, I think it was 4 points. We have to remind
Yeah,
me.
4 points to Man United. That's when we had Gerrard and Torres, and that's when Gerrard and Torres was on crack that season. Then we lost the title by Gerrard slipping in 2013-14. Then we lost the title by 1 point last season. So if you're looking at that and we haven't won the title in 30 years, you're just thinking like, my goodness, we are so unlucky. And imagine coronavirus came. They could have waited the season.
Yeah.
So it was more of like, it's just relief. So when I say, okay, I know there's a lot of people that hate Liverpool. I know there's a lot of people that will try and play down the achievement, but allow us. This is more of just finally we've done it. Because I genuinely thought we had a curse. I thought we had a curse in us. I genuinely thought we had a curse
Oh,
in
no,
us.
no, because they were this close for this league being voided. It was this close for this being voided. It was so close.
Exactly. And just for the United fan, I was saying, how long have I supported Liverpool? I've supported Liverpool since I was 2 years old. So, and that's because of my dad. So don't tell me about I just supported Liverpool since last year, whatever. That doesn't run with me. But anyways, going back to the point, yeah, it's just more of a relief that after 30 long years we've finally done it, and the manner that we done it. I mean, we just won our first Premier League title, and we have a lead of 23 points. Who's done that? Who's actually done that? People are already putting this debate or not. People already putting this Premier League this Liverpool team as one of the best Premier League sides of all time, putting them in the top 5 or whatever. Like, you have all of that and an accumulation all of that, and it's just like, we're gonna over celebrate. Like the Champions League last season, we celebrated a lot, but it was more of like, we've already won it before. I've seen my team win it before in the most dramatic way. The one thing that we wanted to win for the last 30 years was just that Premier League title. I think next season, if we win it, it wouldn't be as mad as this season, because obviously people say the hardest title to win is actually your first title, because it's like the psychological pressure, the just having to get it over the line. After that, then yeah, you're good.
Okay. So before I come to Volton, shout out to Mr. Josie Ilunga for the dub. Thank you for the dub. Josie Ilunga, thank you. And also, guys, hit the like button. Let's get to 400 likes. Hit that like button. If you've not yet liked the vid, take a moment to like the vid. Let's get to 400 likes. Like that vid. Like it doesn't take you too long. Like the vid. Hit the like button. Spend a few moments. Hit that like button and like the vid. Like the vid. Volton, are Liverpool fans justified in celebrating like mad cycles based on what they've done?
Of course not. When you win something, there's no such thing as over celebrating. In my opinion, like you won it, like you've
No,
done it.
but
Like,
but
could do anything.
the degree to how they are celebrating, like, does it take a case of like, one, like this celebration is warranted of how hyped they are, or is it a case of, well, okay, so it's one Premier League title, it is what it is.
Nah, they
Go for the
just
next
they
and the
just
next and
hype.
the next and the next.
Like they just hype. 30 years been waiting for this, and next season if they somehow win it, like we can say we could potentially say Liverpool is the greatest club in England. They're gonna equal Manchester United 20 Premier League. So Manchester United, if I were you guys, I would start making my team now, man. Because Liverpool has the potential to be a bigger club than you guys.
Just calm down. Come on. Calm down. Come on, please. Come on.
But nah, I don't think they're over celebrating double A's. Think about it. 30 years, man. Like you go all out, go all out. Like 30
Yep.
years been waiting on one Premier League. Cause I remember when I was in school, people used to make fun of Steven Gerrard. I remember that slip that
it's ironic, isn't it? The team that cost them the Premier League in 2014 helped them win it now in 2020, 6 years later. Yeah. I don't think they're over celebrating, man. Let them enjoy it. Congratulations, Liverpool, 30 years waiting. Hopefully, y'all come out with that same energy for next season. And yeah.
Okay. So again, before I come to before I come to Mr. Eye Test, I think for the last 2 hours, there's been a fascinating beef between Mosab and RB Combs, who I think Mosab is an Inter fan, RB Combs is a Juve fan, and they've both been debating about who is the bigger club, Juve or Inter Milan. And I've just been slowly watching it for the whole stream. It's amazing. What I will say is this before I come to eye test is Juventus have won a lot of trophies. They've totally redefined the Serie A. Calciopoli, Moggi, it is what it is. But they have won a whole host of stuff. Last time they won the Champions League was, I think, under Vialli back in the late 90s. But Inter Milan are the only Italian team to win a treble. So it's difficult. It depends what you view. Do you view the amount of titles Juve have won and the Champions League, or the fact that Inter Milan literally won every single trophy and they won a treble, and in the process defeated a club that many people considered one of the greatest sides of all time? It's hard to say.
One of the greatest, Inter Milan.
So I test.
Oh my God.
Are Liverpool fans justified in celebrating this much?
Okay, brother. Let's not be salty. Liverpool fans deserve to celebrate as much as they want. They're on the way to breaking the points tally in Premier League history. And in my opinion, this season, Liverpool, this is the best season a team has ever had in Premier League history. I'm not saying this Liverpool team is the best team in Premier League history, because if we're speaking about that, we need to consider more than one season. But this season, I would say it's the best season a team's ever had in a Premier League season. So they definitely deserve to go crazy, like forget social distancing, like go out, party. Yeah, there's been 30 years, 30 long years. And if you win Premier League after Premier League after Premier League, and is your fifth one, the fun is gone. But when it's been 30 years since you won one, like, you need to go crazy. Like, I think Liverpool fans deserve this. Like, let's not be salty. Let them celebrate. Yeah. And instead of looking at them, you need to look at your own club. You have to say, how can we improve? How can we get to that level? So I think that's what I think on this. Just let Liverpool fans celebrate, and we need to think about our own clubs. How can we get to that level? How can we celebrate like them?
Do you really support Manchester United?
Yes, I do support Manchester United.
By the way, nice question, Nazar. Nice question, bro.
I'm just making sure.
Okay. What's it called? What's it going? Natsa. Do you think Liverpool fans are justified in the way that they've been celebrating?
Yeah, if you don't win a league title for almost 30 years, or I think it's been 30 years already, you're justified, but not to the point they should trash everyone, because it can easily happen again. So just watch where you tread in it. So,
whoa.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the karma can come very fast. They're making I know they've been made fun of for a long time, it's like by United fans, especially United fans. But you never know what can happen in the future, so just be careful in it. So that's all I'm gonna say. But congratulations to them, nevertheless. They deserve it.
No, well, that's fair, man. That's fair. So again, guys, remember, like the vid. If you have not yet done it already, let's get to 400 likes. Road to 400 likes. Let's get there. T-Boy Smooth, is your mic working? Okay. Gatlock.
Yeah, what up?
Liverpool fans, they're going crazy, they're going mad, their first ever Premier League title, and they're justified by celebrating in this way? Or should they chill? It's only a Premier League title. Chelsea pretty much sleepwalk Premier League titles. We have like about 40, 50 of these things. So should they celebrate this much for their first Premier League title?
Is this coming from a guy who just took 50 shots for top 4?
Hmm?
I'm just saying, man. Like, look.
Wait. What's that? Wait. What did you say? What did you say?
I said, is this coming from a guy who just took 50 shots for top 4?
What? I can't say. Can you say again? What's that? I can't hear you. Speak clearly. Speak clearly. Say again. What's
See,
that?
the crack is stopping your hearing, man. I can understand. Look,
My friend, talk, man. Talk.
For Liverpool, man, look, they deserve to celebrate, man. It's been 30 years, which is like what, 360 months, which is like what, 131, 407, give or take days. I mean, come on, man. It's been how many? It's been a very, very, very long time for them, man. They deserve to rub it into everybody because look, y'all have been at them, man. Like they got 97 points and y'all still hammered them last. I mean, 97 points. Y'all were still rocking in 40 points, and they got 97 points and they didn't win it, and y'all still got at them, man. Like, come on, man. I remember when they lost to Real Madrid 3-1, everybody was at them. At least they reached the final. I mean, come on. Even Tottenham reached the final before the other two London teams recently. Look, the thing is, Liverpool deserve to rub salt in all the wounds, man. Okay, they've been waiting for this for a very, very long time. And look, they have a right to go crazy, man. I mean, come on, look. First of all, it took a mistake by Gerrard, and they did not win it in 2014. Yeah, last year they broke Chelsea's point tally, 97 points, and still did not win it. I mean, come on, man. And this season they just blitz everybody. They are 26 points ahead of City. I mean, come on, man. That's sick, man. They only have one loss, man, and one draw. 27 wins. Is it 27 or even 28 by now, I think? No matter, depends on how many games they played. But they've only had one draw and one loss, and dude, they can
Did they ever
go
win a
wild.
seal in the Allianz Arena? Did they? Did they ever win a seal in the Allianz Arena?
Don't they have 6 times more than your club?
Did they ever win a seal in the Allianz Arena, my friend? You don't look I'm talking, man.
Did they ever in Allianz Arena? Why would
They
they
look
care?
did not see winning
They won in 6 other places.
season, man.
Did the
They
captain
won
ever
in
stick
6 other places, man. They don't need to win it in Allianz Arena.
Yeah,
man.
they didn't. Thank you. Points proven. Point proven.
Okay, fine. Allianz Arena, whatever. Look, wasn't that like a fluke or something? I mean, come on, dude. Look,
Can you make your point so I can move on, man?
Liverpool deserves to do whatever they want to do, okay? Look, before this coronavirus, I already said it before, they cannot void this league because I was very scared, man. I was scared because the COVID-19 death was bad enough. I was worried about Liverpool fans, man. If they voided, do you know what have happened, Double H? First of all, cover that your carpet chest, man.
Civil War.
Cover that your carpet chest, man. Yeah, look, Liverpool fans are... Yeah, they are wild. We all know that. Okay, look, they might not be doing the treble or a double or whatever this season, but let's be honest, man. They deserve it. This is their Premier League. They won the Champions League last year. They've won multiple trophies. And like I said, we need to talk about Klopp, man. I mean, come on, man. I mean, when was the last time Dortmund won a title before that? Was it 2012? Yeah, 2012. I mean, and now he's doing the same thing for Liverpool. I mean, it's one thing to go to a ready-made team. It's another. Yeah, it's one thing to go to an already-made team. It's another team to actually build a team from scratch. And these guys, look, they've not needed to spend money. I mean, they've spent money, but they've not need to spend like billions to get to where they are, man. I mean, come on. I mean, they can get 107 points. It's still a possibility.
Okay. So
look, they deserve to celebrate as much as they want, man.
Let me bring in this boy. I would like it, man. Liverpool fans, do they deserve to celebrate like this, or should they just relax and focus on defending their title?
For me, I think they deserve to celebrate the way they celebrated because 2008, 2013, and
wait, so real quick. What's this nonsense? That's not a treble. Please don't start calling this nonsense of club World Cup and everything. Please don't come with that crap. It's like Man City's quadruple last season of what League Cup.
League Cup is not about a treble, man. Come on.
Please.
No. Well, if you think about it, according to Football Manager, it's a treble.
Abdullahi talk.
I think Liverpool deserve to win the league because if you look at 2008 when they lost, or I think United, if it was United, I'm not sure if it's United.
So they lost, I think, 2 or 4 points to United, and also in 2013 when Gerrard slipped. Also, last year when they lost to Man City too. So those years they were very unlucky not to win the league. But this year, totally deserve to win it. Totally. I don't care what other team said. They totally deserve it. Totally. Because all credit has to be given to club. Like I don't know how you rate club, but I think that guy needs to be put into bracket of great coach. Because he built Dortmund to win a trophy. That Dortmund team that is shopping goes up and down. Now he's building a good team in Liverpool. So I think you need to respect Klopp a lot. He has done a fantastic job for Liverpool. Fantastic. He needs to be recognized a lot. He's done a very good job for Liverpool. He's bring them a lot for them to win league, Champions League. My God, he's done a tremendous job. He needs to be respected a lot. So they deserve to celebrate this with the one that they deserve it. So I don't want to hear any comment about people
So,
saying,
so
"Wow,
wait, so they should be wrecking places. Don't look at social distancing and everything. That
I'm
they
not
should be
saying
doing
they should be wrecking places." Now Liverpool has won trophies now, so I think other teams who are behind them need to buckle up and just walk up
Or
and
should they be celebrating to this degree? It's only one Premier League title, man. How many
They've
have we won?
they've
It's
been
only one.
unlucky for many years. They deserve to
It's
celebrate.
19 titles, bro. It's
19
19
titles.
titles. Get it right, man.
One more to meet United 20. So United should be looking at their back. Somebody's coming to get them. Someone
Look,
is
let's
coming.
be honest. I think United are already second because, bro, six Champions League and 19 that already surpasses the
No,
3
no,
and the
but
20.
Gatlock. Like I have a problem over there. Like it's not nothing against Liverpool, right? But if you compare, like from a modern football aspect of the game, right, of both the clubs, United, Liverpool, right? Okay, United, like Liverpool have 6 Champions League, 4 in the old format. Fine, everything is like okay, it's okay. But how many overall trophies they won in last 30 years? How much relevant they were in the modern football. Let's be honest over here. I'm not talking about this current Liverpool side. I'm talking about overall as in the modern football as a club compared to
Overall, the
United.
stats tell you it's 19
No,
titles
no, no,
and
no, no, no,
six
no, 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 bro.
Champions
Those
Leagues.
18 they won in the old formats of the league. They didn't won in the Premier League era.
Yeah, because no one's
Bro,
like Wolves won 4 in
yeah,
the alternate era. No one's saying,
yeah,
"Oh yeah, Wolves
yeah.
are more dominating." Do people remember that Wolves won 4 or 5
How? Yeah,
Hold
Division
on,
One
hold on. Time
titles?
out, time
yeah,
out,
are they?
time out. What was the old era? What was the old era? What was the difference? What
Division
was the old
One,
era?
Division One. So division
Yeah,
before the Premier League, there was Division One from 1895 up until like basically like 1990.
90. Yeah.
So and then they
Was it
divide
38
and
games? Was it 38
No,
games?
What
it's
was it?
less games.
no
No,
Something I
no.
think. Or
less games. It was slightly different.
Yeah.
Huh.
No,
Okay.
it's much easier as well. And if you see Prem, I mean, how many Premier League titles you have? That's the thing, bro. Because if like many people will say, oh, like we won like 60, 70 league titles, but come on, bro. Let's be honest. You have to be like think like rational as well. In the modern football era, how come Liverpool they've won 5, 6 trophies, 7 trophies in the last 30 years? Look at compared to Man United, bro. They won like how like 50, 40, how many trophies?
look at me, Chelsea. I've got Chelsea. I've got
Yeah,
it.
even Chelsea, like you have to observe. No, that's true. No, wait. This
No,
is
no,
the
I'm not
problem, right?
laughing at you, man. I don't.
I'm gonna put you out if you laugh like that again.
No, but because the
No,
problem is that
sorry, but somebody just put on their video, man. The technological brick like Double H. Like, I mean, come on.
but Gatlock, think this way. If you rate those Liverpool titles, and like the pretty much their modern history is not that good, then you have to rate football clubs Ajax as a top 5, top 10 football club in world football because they have won 4 Champions League. They have like many
Ajax
old
haven't
trophies.
been relevant since
No,
1998.
no. On the basis of Champions League, if you basis on the Champions League, oh, Liverpool have 6, Man United have 3. Well, in that case, Ajax have 4. That,
Yeah, that's. I get what Montar's trying to say.
Wait,
Yeah.
I want to bring in this boy. So T-Boy Smooth. Is a mic walking?
Yeah, hello, HH.
Yeah. So are you a Liverpool fan?
HH, I'm the biggest Liverpool fan.
Oh.
Okay. Red Devil,
HH, listen to me.
Red Devil, relax. Chill.
Red Devil, relax.
So wait, so first of all, T-Boy, so I need just relax. I'm going to ask you a few questions. First of all, talk about what Chelsea were able to do for your club. That's the first thing. Second thing is, What does this mean for Liverpool? And do you think that this could be the first of many Premier League titles, or will this be your only dub and Chelsea will then take back the trophy that we've loaned to you next season? Go for it.
HH, I'm Chelsea till I die. I'm Chelsea till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm Chelsea till I die. HH, I've been waiting for this moment for my whole life. I've been bullied constantly by all my friends, by everyone. And this is the moment all Liverpool fans have been waiting for. Constant disappointment, constant heartbreak, and we finally achieved. We finally entered the promised land. HH, this is just the beginning.
Promised land.
15-16, we got to Europa League final and we got to the Carling Cup final too. The season after that, we got to the Champions League final. The season after that, we got to the Champions League final again and we won it. And now we've won the Premier League. HH, we're doing back to back.
And the season after that, you got knocked out by Atletico in the Champions League.
Red Devil, relax. Relax.
Just say it.
Red Devil, what have Manchester United done for the past 10 years? You're an irrelevant club. You're happy because Bruno Fernandes and Pogba are doing this to also you can finish fifth. Come on, man.
You won your first Premier League title in 30 years, man. Like you said, what we done in the last 10 years? Like you won your first division title in 30 years, man. Come on.
Although 10 years is 2000. 10 years is kind of 2010, though.
Who's the most recent?
The last time we won the Premier League was in 20. The last time we won the Premier League was in 2013, if I'm correct. So that was like 7 years ago. That was United.
Who's the most recent Premier League winner? Today,
Manchester
Liverpool won
City.
the league. Today, the league has been won by Liverpool. Liverpool won the Champions League, the Premier League, and the Club World Cup. We're the best team in the world.
Okay, look, see, T-Boy, relax. But see, this is the key thing. I see. When you say promised land, you have to just chill. Because by you saying the promised land is the same amount of league titles as the Blackburn Rovers and
Leicester
and Foxes.
No,
so
let's get to. It's not the same amount of league titles. It's the same amount of Premier Leagues.
Thank you.
You need to get that distinction right.
No.
The Premier League means you're the best team in England. The Premier League means you're the best team in England.
Now, it is the same amount of Premier League titles as Blackburn and Leicester City. So, knowing that you're now on the same level as Blackburn and Leicester in terms of Premier League titles, should you still be celebrating as much as this for your first Premier League title?
HH, 30 years. 30 years. We had to witness Gerrard slip. We had to see Leicester. Leicester are never going to win the league again in their entire history. No team. There's never going to be. No. We do know that. There's not going to be a situation like Leicester winning the league ever again in the history of the Premier League, and we had to sit through that. Liverpool, we've had to witness horrificness. We've been through the worst times. We've been so close, and something's always happened to ruin it for us. Last minute, HH. It had to be me. But now, HH, I've had a few ciders. I had to join you. I saw you with your Jack Daniels. I was like, let me go get some beers from Asda.
Okay, now this energy is understandable.
And HH, this I've never felt like this before. And I'm jealous that you Chelsea fans, every other year you get to feel this way. You come 10th, you win the league. You come 11th.
That's because we're the greatest club in the world. Like Chelsea, it is what it is.
Irrelevant before Abramovich.
Take it easy. You've won one Champions League. Hey, take it easy. But HH, I'm so happy right now, and Liverpool deserve everything. I've shed so much tears. When I saw Klopp after in the post-match interview with all the legends, I broke down. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm so happy right now. We deserve everything that we after everything we've gone through. We deserve this, and this needs to be dragged on for forever. And we're going to win the league next season. Next season, Salah's 29 or 28. El Dio is still that dude. He's still that dude. We still got Virgil. We still got Firmino. We still got the same players, and we're gonna add to the squad. This squad isn't declining. People need to stop that rhetoric that once a player hits 30 years old, he's all of a sudden rubbish. Our squad is getting a bit old. Our players are a good age. Red Devil. What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp?
What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? What do you think about Klopp? should Liverpool fans be celebrating this much? Then should they be this hype for only their first Premier League title?
Of course, of course they should be you know. I make no mistakes of being one of those fans that bantered Liverpool fans over the last 30 years. You know, like, and saying like, where exactly is your Premier League title? Bantering them. And a note: Chelsea Football Club are the greatest Premier League assist merchants of all
Yeah,
time.
it's
Like, they
no,
assisted.
no. Red Devil, be very clear here.
Yeah.
You know, we actually have one more Premier League title because Daniel actually did the math for me. 50% from Leicester's, 50% from Liverpool's. Last I checked, I am a mathematical brick, but 50% for 50%, that's 100%. This title is half ours. I don't
You
care what
assisted Leicester though as well, didn't you? Because you beat Spurs.
Yep.
Remember? Yes, that's the three. I think you assisted. So it's Spurs when you Leicester when you beat Spurs, then the Gerrard slip which gave to City, and then obviously this one today. So that's three from my Chelsea.
Then maybe you have
contributed.
half a Champions League medal because basically Bayern gifted it to you, right?
What's that penalty? No, yeah, let Liverpool fans, like I said, I make no complaints. I'm sure I'm going to get hate in the comments saying, it's fine, I'll thrive on it. So, because I was one of those fans that bantered them because United had been so and have been so dominant in the Premier League era for good reason. You know, I could witness the fact that, you know, Peter Schmeichel, one of the greatest, you know, goalkeepers that played for my club, who won the treble, who won multiple Premier Leagues, had a son, and that son won a Premier League title before Liverpool FC. That was banter itself. That was total banter. Schmeichel birthed the son, and that son won a Premier League title before Liverpool FC. So, like, clearly these Liverpool fans they've had it for so long, and it's been building up, and it's coming up, and so they finally know the feeling of.
Wait, Margarita, I don't think you understand. Chelsea are getting half of that title. Liverpool have not won that title 100%. The fact that we gave it to them, that is half ours. So the champions are Liverpool and Chelsea. Hence why I celebrate. Do you think I would pop a bottle for Liverpool winning the Premier League? Are you sick? It's half Liverpool, half Chelsea's. Red Devil, please continue.
Yo, guys.
Oh, yeah, got luck.
No. Yeah, hold on. Do you realize that this is how Liverpool fans sound right now?
This stream is called Haters. And in a stream called Haters, I drink, you drink. This is for the haters.
Yeah. That's how Liverpool fans sound right now, man. To be honest. For the haters, man.
God, you're a receipt merchants, man. Red Devil, can you please continue?
No, there's nothing else. I mean, like, this is what I'm saying. So I don't make any. What I'm saying is, I make no regrets of the last 30 years of bantering Liverpool fans, like, and enjoying that banter. I don't take that back. I don't regret it. It's been great, and I acknowledge the fact that Manchester United as a club are nowhere near where Liverpool are at this moment in time. Absolutely, you know. So Liverpool fans, by all means, can enjoy, can relax and crack. Do I think they're going to go on to dominate for years upon years? Like I said, I don't think so. Not because I have an agenda against Liverpool, but it's just the nature of the Premier League as a whole in terms of money, finance, competition, etc. I just don't think you can have that type of thing in the Premier League in the modern era. Because, like I said, 2 years ago, people said City were going to do it, and now people are saying City need to rebuild. So, but yeah, no, Liverpool fans, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your Premier League title, and you savor it. You know, like, welcome to the club. You know, some of us have been here for a lot longer than others, but you know, welcome.
All right, Montar, man, round us off, man. Should Liverpool fans be overhyping a Premier League title that is only 50% theirs?
Bro, like, first of all, I won't say 50% because they killed the league anyways in the month of December, you know?
Montal, we give it to them, man. That's unfair. We give.
I mean, in a sense.
How can you give it to them when you are not even the title?
No, I mean, regardless of, like, you know, come on, H's. I mean, I know this is like a bit more troll, but let's be honest with you. Like, those guys deserve, man. I mean, the way they won. I mean, the way they destroyed most of the team in Prem this season. I mean, that's. I mean, like, it's pretty much so good, man. I mean, there's no, like, I don't have any words, you know, to describe how good their season was in terms of, like, domestic season in Premier League, and like, wow. I mean, 26 points, 23 points, something like that. Still, they can beat Man City. Like they can extend the lead 26, 30 points, possible. And yeah, man. I mean, they deserve. I mean, they should celebrate, man. After 30 years and first league title after 30 years. I mean, that's insane, bro. And in itself, it's like it's bigger achievement for them compared to last season because they were craving so much for this trophy from last 30 years, and like there's been generations after, like pretty much 4 generations, 3 generations, like they've been waiting to to watch the team to win the title. I mean, that's like how can I say that, man? That's insane, bro. That's craziness, bro. And I believe that they should celebrate and they should, just be careful. Just don't,
Should they
like
should
put
they
anyone into trouble.
damage?
Just don't put yourself into trouble as well.
Should they be should
And
they, should they be causing damage and wrecking buildings?
Yes, it should. It should cause all the damage in order to
See, but
wrecking
I
everything.
didn't ask you, man. Munta, should they be destroying
that's
buildings?
no more like they shouldn't go violent. I mean, violence is not
Thank you.
the right way to celebrate. Aside from that, yeah, they deserve to it, and it's hell for you guys in the Prem. Like other Prem teams, for Chelsea fans, United fans, Spurs fans, Arsenal fans. You guys made fun of them, and now enjoy. I just want to address one more point over here.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive. Let's see how you can carry on. Can you do it for like another decade? When I mean domination means, will you guys be relevant after one of your big superstars will leave or retire? Like, can you replace them after 4 years, 5 years? Let's see. Can you maintain that top 5, top 10, world football or like best club position for next decade? Let's see. Can you do it? But I think so. You guys did really well. I mean, like, there's no more words I can say or describe it in the better way. Yeah, that's it.
So, guys, this is it. This has been a quality 3-hour stream, man. Remember, guys, we'll be back here on Friday for the Q&A, and we'll be back here on Saturday for the open hangouts and Sunday as well for the Sunday hangout. But guys, this has been historic.
Hey, before you go, please.
T-boy, no. This is my outro. It's my outro. So relax. So what I'm gonna say is,
I'm a big fan.
This has been quality. This has been amazing, and I need people to come through and just accept that Chelsea are one of the greatest clubs of all time. And Liverpool, you owe your life, you owe your very existence to Chelsea. And for henceforth, from now on, Liverpool will henceforth be called Liverpool. That's until Liverpool win a title off their own back.
Jack Daniels is time to kick in.
Liverpool.
Liverpool, they're going to be called Liverpool. So Liverpool, until you win a title, you will then be called Liverpool, because the slander and the insults you've been taking, man, is going to be crazy, man. So, guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay real. And
Ala Madrid.
Brown, sick. We love you so much.
New content crap.
Yeah. Peace you. Yeah. F you, man. Thank you, man. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.
Oh God.